Good morning to you. You need to turn your camera on now when we call your name.
Sorry about that.
All right, good morning to you. Nick's iPhone. Press *6 to unmute yourself. Nick's iPhone. Good morning to you. What is your full name, sir?
Nick Lowe.
Nick Lowe?
Yeah.
Good morning to you. Nicholas Lowe, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going. All right, good morning, everyone. Let's keep going, Miss Officer Thomas.
State of Michigan, 36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Sean B. Perkins presiding. While court is in session, there will be no smoking, eating, drinking, sleeping, and or laying down. I will ask that if you have on any hats or hoodies, please remove them unless due to religious purposes. Thank you, everyone. Good morning to Judge. Good morning to everyone.
Good morning. Morning. Morning.
All right, good morning, everyone. What I'm going to do is try to get you out of here as fast and efficiently as possible. And I'm going to try to get you out in the order that you came in. I'm going to start with the reviews. Are we ready, Ms. Williams?
Yes, sir.
All right. City of Detroit. Versus Ramsey Michael Lowe.
Yes.
Morning to you, U69091424. State your name for the record, please.
Ramsey Lowe II.
Ramsey Lowe II. All right. Today is the date and time set for a review. You were ordered to do pay the money $240, which I see you paid. And what about the testing and the morality class?
I took the test, the morality class. I was supposed to go on Saturday, but he said it was full. I asked on Wednesday. I didn't get paid until Friday. And by that time, he said it was full. So he pushed me back to March. And I said, this.
All right. So you paid, so you took care of that. I'm going to put my information in the chat so that you can send me the testing. The results will be private to you, so you can redact the results. But send me the testing that you tested and send over the morality class once you get it finished. I'm putting my email address in the chat, and that'll expedite things. I'm going to give you until March the 24th, 2025 at 8:25 to have that class completed, okay?
Okay.
Best of luck to you, sir. Have a very good rest of your day.
You too. Thank you.
You're welcome. This is I don't see Leapheart being for review. Do you? The City of Detroit versus LaDawn Laflora, case numbers SP 134-2642, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 134-26431. Ms. Leapheart, good morning to you. State your name for the record, please.
Good morning, Judge. My name is Broderick Leapheart.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, LaFleur, LaFleur. I did say Leapheart. I meant LaFleur, I'm sorry, Mr. Leapheart. Ms. LaFleur, state your name for the record, please.
LaDawn Laflora.
All right, you haven't paid anything.
Yeah, I pleaded it on the 18th. She's sick today. She said you would have to contact someone named Allison.
Were you talking about doing community service?
Yes.
Okay. And you did complete it?
Yes.
All right, let me get verification of that. Let me pass the matter. As soon as we get verification of that, we'll let you go, Ms.
Okay, she also did say that you guys can also still contact her too.
Okay, I'm gonna let Ms. Mathis do that. And is that Ms. Mathis?
Yes.
Ms. Mathis, Ms. Leapheart says that she.
LaFlora.
There again, I'm messing up again. Ms. LaFlora says that she completed community service and we need confirmation of that, so. All right, let me pass the matter momentarily, Ms. LaFlora, and get that confirmation, and then we'll get you out of here soon, okay?
Okay.
And since I've been saying Leapheart, I don't know why it says you here, but let's find out. I see show cause. That Mr. Perkins. Who else is set for review?
Mr. Lorick, Leshawn Lorick, Your Honor.
Yes. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning to you, Your Honor.
This is the city of Detroit versus Leshawn Lorick. Case number U69267724. State your name for the record, please.
Leshawn Lorick, Your Honor.
All right, today is the date and time set for a review. I did have confirmation that you completed the misdemeanor morality class. However, I just didn't see the testing.
I sent it to your email as well as the certificate.
You sent them all in one email or two different?
I sent them 2 separate times.
I think you did that the last time. Let me check. Mr. Lorick, I'm gonna close this matter out. You've got some other cases here though. I'm gonna close this matter out. U69267724, because you completed and did your obligation. Let me see these other cases that you have.
How about my court day on the 28th?
Yeah, do you want to just come back on the 28th, or do you want us to, let's see what's set for?
I mean, no, if you want to take care of it now, Your Honor, we can do that.
All right, let's also call SP 1673391, counts 1, 2, and 3 into the record. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning to the staff. May I please, this honorable court, Sherika Harris, P72832, on behalf of the defendant. Please state your name.
Mr. Lorick, Leshawn Lorick.
Today is the date and time set for arraignment on the matter. I'll enter not guilty plea on his behalf, getting $0 bond. Let's give you a pretrial date, or you can get an offer. One of the two. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room. I can either get you an offer or I can get you a pretrial date. Let me let you speak to Ms. Harris in the breakout and have a conversation with her. If you don't like the offer, keep in mind you have an absolute right to a trial. I'm gonna put you in the room. Join the room, please.
And I apologize, Your Honor. I came in at the end of that. So what exactly is the charge? please.
The charge is driving license suspended, the school zone violation 274. I can only imagine that's probably speeding. Improper address on license. So 3 counts. He already owes money for some old cases, but the new cases are driving license suspended, a school zone violation, and an improper address on license. You have an absolute right to a trial. He's in the breakout room. Maybe I'm gonna put him in 5 or 6 instead of your normal 3, because you have some bigger in there. Join the room, please. All right. Anybody else here for a review?
I don't know if that's a review or not.
I am Mr. Logan. Mr. Logan?
Cedric Logan?
Yes, sir.
Here for review. All right. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning to you.
Okay. This is the city of Detroit versus Cedric Logan, case number SP 163-55572. Appearance for the record. Can you state your name for the record, please?
Cedric Logan.
All right. Today is the date and time set for a review. Did you do community service?
Yes, sir.
All right, can we get confirmation that Mr. Logan completed his community service as well? So we're looking for confirmation for Laflora and Logan. Let me pass the matter, Mr. Logan. Let's get that confirmation and we'll get you both out of here. All right?
Okay.
Laflora completed hers. All right, let's pass Logan and let's go back on the record with Ms. Laflora. So Ms. Laflora, I'm told you completed your community service. I thank you for that. We told you that we would dismiss or we will close out the matters. So close out all matters. Completed community service. We appreciate the community service. I know the people over there that you serve really appreciate that. So for that, we're going to close your matters out now, okay?
Thank
So
you.
now you should be eligible, at least with the 36th District Court, to get a valid driver's license. And hopefully you're able to do that.
Okay, thank you, sir. I appreciate you for being kind with me.
And best of luck to you, ma'am.
You too.
All right. All right. Find out. Is there anybody else here for review?
I'm not sure if I'm here for a review or not.
You're not here for review. If you're not sure, then you're definitely not here for review. I've already told you.
Okay, all right.
To you, Mr. O'Quinn. But you're right up. I think you're right at the top of the list, so it doesn't matter. Now we're going to call you.
Mr. Judge Perkins, I'm here, Mr. Gardner.
For review. All right, good morning to you.
A showcase. A show cause.
All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Roman DeMarlin O'Quinn. Case number SP 152466681. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Daphne Bradfield, P70578, on behalf of Mr. O'Quinn. State your name for the record, sir.
Roman O'Quinn.
Good morning
For
to you,
purposes
sir.
of arraignment, he stand mute and wait for my readings, Your Honor.
You're not guilty on this behalf, getting $0 bond. Mr. O'Quinn, Mr. Bradfield is going to talk to you and get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. I'm going to put you in a breakout room so you can speak with her, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Your Honor, may I have co-host abilities, please?
You may.
Thank you.
versus breakout room 5, Mr. Bradfield. Okay, was Griffin. Is that Shekeva? City of Detroit versus Griffin. Case number is SB 129828112. Appearance for the record, please.
Erica Harris, on behalf of Ms. Griffin, please state your name.
Where's Mr. Barrett?
Mr. Gary?
Oh, Mr. Barry. Mr.
Oh,
Barry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
What's going on with Mr. Barry?
I do not know, Your Honor. I can give him a call if you would
Please.
like.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Give me 1 second. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, state your name for the record, Ms. Griffin.
Shekeva Griffin.
This goes back to 2022 as a pretrial. Mr. Bowman, Ms. Griffin, at the same time, got a driving license suspended, repeat offender, that was dismissed on 1/14/2025. Why do you have invalid insurance, Ms. Griffin?
Yes.
Let's see what you have.
I don't know if you can see it, but
Hold on a second. All right, hold it up. Got a newer vehicle, slide it over a little bit so I can see the date. All right, case dismissed, ma'am, for providing valid documentation. You still owe 204 plus 204. We're going to dismiss this case and waive the warrant fee. So you'll still owe 408 on the old speeding tickets that you got.
okay.
All right, if there's nothing further, ma'am, I wish you the best of luck. Have a very good rest of your day.
Thank you, you too.
All right.
Your Honor, he's logging out to log back in to see if that fixes the issue.
All right, so are you ready on your client? Any of your clients?
Yes, Your Honor.
Who are you ready on?
I am ready on Mr. Salazar, and ready on Mr. Gaskin.
I'm ready on Mr. Gaskin and Salazar.
Yes, Your Honor. Just keeping the trial date as set.
The Salazar case is set for trial?
It is on March 21st.
For both of them?
I believe both of them are, but Mr. Gaskin, we do have a question for the court.
Let's call the City of Detroit versus Manuel Alejandro Salazar. And that's case numbers C-6 39121, SP 1165202, SP 116537171, SP 1260543. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherica Harris, P72832, on behalf of Mr. Salazar, please state your name for the record. You have to unmute your device, please.
Manuel Alejandro Salazar.
Good morning to you, sir. Set for a pretrial today. The trial date that's already set. That's Friday, March 21st, 2025 at 9 a.m. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
There's nothing further, sir. Have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
And Your Honor, just for the record, I am requesting discovery on the record and will follow that up with an email to Mr. Bowman.
Thank you, Ms. Harris.
That's noted. All right. There's nothing further, Mr. Salazar. You may feel free to leave. Have a very good rest of your day.
Okay, thank you. You too, Your Honor.
All right. And you have Gaskin.
Yes, Keith Gaskin.
Can I be heard?
You can. Good morning.
Terrific. Thank you.
Mr. Berry, how are you?
Well, finally.
Good, good. Glad one of us is.
Yeah. Took a month.
All right, it's past 9:30, 9:01, so the last people I let in, officer-wise, I don't know, for that formal hearing. I don't know if that officer is showed or not.
Officer Daniel has checked in for a formal hearing at 8:30.
They checked in, they're fine. Let's call the city of Detroit. Oh, we're talking about Gaskin right now. Call the city of Detroit versus Gaskin, case number SP 157825571, SP 1602350, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Sarah Harris on behalf of Mr. Gaskin. Mr. Gaskin, please state your name for the record.
Keith Gaskin, Your Honor.
Is this Keith Patrick Gaskin? Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning to you too, Honor.
All right. Today is the date and time set for a show cause, Ms. Harris.
For purposes of arraignment, my client stands mute.
Enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. Give your client a $0 bond. What's going to go on with this? I don't think it's been a trial date entered in here. You said you had a question. I
believe I also have a trial date for Mr. Gaskin set for, I believe it's 3/21 as well.
Maybe. This was show cause, so I don't know what happened. But we'll set it for 3/21.
Thank you very much. The question is, at a previous court hearing, he showed his registration. However, it still indicates that there is $90 due and owing on that matter.
Well, just bring it on 3/21.
Okay. Mr. Gaskin, did you hear that?
Yes, I got it all right here, the registration and the letter saying like, oh, $90.
So here it was, the trial was set for January 7th, 2025. Final pretrial was 12/19/2024. So I don't know what happened in between that time. So let's set the trial date. The request for discovery was made on 10/29/2024. So it should be available.
I do not have it.
That's Mr. needs to get that to you. It was made months ago.
Your Honor, are we talking about Keith Patrick Gaskin?
Which we are.
Okay. And he has a disorderly persons charge in addition to the driver's license offense.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
All right. If it's
Well,
nothing further, Mr. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, will the court entertain a motion
Not at
with
this
regards
time.
to the discovery violation?
No, not at this time. The trial was set for January 17th, January 7th, and obviously Mr. Gaskin missed his date. So we're giving him the benefit of the doubt and giving him a new date, 30/21. So we'll give the city. Mr. Bowman, what about the discovery now?
I will speak with Mr. Miller and see if we can get it as expediently as possible.
Well, you know, that's supposed to be due now.
I understand.
You should have it. So let's make sure we get that to Ms. Harris today. At least it should be available if they're doing what they're supposed to do in that department.
This is what the people. Does Mr. Gaskin have a good driver's license now?
I don't know. Is your driver's license valid, Mr. Gaskin?
No, sir.
You said no, sir?
I told him my ID when he supposed to wrote me a ticket. I have valid ID though.
No, that's not the question. No, sir.
That's not the question. Okay.
All right. If there's nothing further, March the 21st, 2025 at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, that's a Buck Tally. All right.
When is that again, Your Honor?
March 21st.
When is that again? March the 21st?
Yeah, don't miss it, please.
March the 21st, 2025. At 9 o'clock?
9 o'clock. Best of luck to you, sir.
Have a good one, Your Honor. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Ms. Shelton said that Logan concluded the count.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Logan. Mr. Logan, I got confirmation that your community service was completed. I thank you for that. Let's see what we said we were going to do.
Yes, sir.
We said that that would take care of everything. So we're going to close out SP 15084-761, SP 163555572, and 183200-771. We'll close them out.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Completed community service. If there's nothing further, sir, best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day.
Okay, and Your Honor, thank you. I appreciate you. I see you're a very good judge, and you will be getting my vote for mayor. Thank you again.
That's not me. That's my brother, but I'm sure he'll
take it. Hey, well, hey, I like him, so you getting it too. Peace and love.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
This is the city of Detroit versus Broderick Leapheart, case number SP 11784-651, SP 1279073, counts. Sorry, that SP 1279073 counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Leapheart.
Broderick Dwayne Leapheart.
Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, my client would stand mute.
There's Mr. Berry, the Leapheart. I'm going to enter a not guilty plea on Mr. Leapheart's behalf. I'm going to give him a $0 bond. Put you in a breakout room with Mr. Berry, Mr. Leapheart, have a conversation with him. He's going to get you an updated offer. Okay. All right, he's going to get you an updated offer. If you don't like the offer, keep in mind, you have an absolute right to a trial, sir. Put you in a breakout room and have a conversation with Mr. Berry, okay?
Yes, sir.
Let me start naming a few people right quick. And then we'll get back to it. On the Samsung, the young lady, SMX218U, Samsung SMX218U. What is your
Clarice
name?
Lee.
Say that again.
Clarice Lee.
Clarice Lee. Clarice Lee. Good morning to you. Okay, let's call it City of Detroit versus Clarice Lee, case number SP 158-35861. State your name for the record, Ms. Lee.
Clarice Lee.
All right, good morning to you. Today is the date and time set for a review. I don't know why we set this for a review, for a 3-month delayed sentence. You paid the matter, ma'am, so I'm going to dismiss the case. Paid. And if you don't have anything further, Ms. Lee, you have a very good rest of your day and best of luck to you, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Have a great day.
You as well. All right, let's name the Motorola Razr 2024. Good morning to you. What is your name, please?
Levert Gardner.
Mr. Gardner, good morning to you.
All right. Hey, Judge Perkins, I got 2 court that's going on right now. So is you taking care of the one for Miss Stanford?
What's that?
Because can y'all is you doing hers with mine too? Because they still ain't got I had to pay $100 bond to set a court date for her today too, and she still ain't showed up on the screen yet. So I had to click. I won't
have Stanford. I won't have Stanford because Stanford is going to go to the pretty much going to go to the S. I only have last names GL or O. So
I had hers at 8:30. I had Jones at 8:45 today.
You don't have hers at 8:30. She's got hers at 8:30. You got ours. So is she with you?
No, she still ain't clicked over. So I just clicked over to yours because she still didn't.
But she's probably in another court. She's probably joining another judge because her last name starts with an S. You can take a minute to figure it out. Your name is not till down the line, so I checked you in so you can figure it out. But she probably won't. I'll figure it out.
Your Honor, I think he's saying he has 2 cases, one in front of you and one in front of Judge Stanford Jones.
Oh, go to her case then. We'll be here.
No, she still ain't clicked in. Hers started at 8:30. Yours started at 8:45. She still ain't. She still ain't. So I'm trying to take care of yours because I got my my registration.
Right, we'll let you know. We'll let you know that they're there. Call over here and let him know that he's in here and he's gonna check in.
What's his name, Judge?
His Levert Gardner. All right. Who else do we have to name? Did we change that name? I hope Ms. Harris wouldn't change it for me.
All right, I went into a breakout room. Who do I need to change? I was like, sorry. But we do have a question for you. Does Mr. Leapheart have an attorney?
I don't see that. I don't see that. I saw when I wrote on the file, I started to write requested an attorney, then I scratched it off. So I don't know if it really got there or not.
It's because I see Miller on the docket.
So maybe it is. I can check Leapheart. Let me check the ROA. This. There's nobody in their waiting room. Well, go join the waiting room because he's here now, but he's asking, he's got to be over there as well. I'm gonna look him up again. So for Leapheart, let's do this first. For Leapheart, Yeah, Alexandra Miller is his attorney. That's what it says. Let's get Miss Miller in here, please. Alexandra Miller. Let's get Miss Miller in here. Let's get Mr. Gardner. Let's see Levert. Let's see. So you say you have 2 cases. So this is this one here would be in Judge Stafford Jones here, pending. Rank scheduled for rank on the bench warrant 224. Let's get this is the city of Detroit, Ms. Harris versus Levert Gardner, case number SP 1650666, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 1650670. 1. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherica Harris, on behalf of the defendant, please state your name.
Levert Gardner.
All right, today is the date and time set for a show cause. I'm in or not guilty plea on his behalf, give him a $0 bond. Go in the breakout room. On the off docket matters are operating while texting and a no registration. I'm gonna put you in the breakout room, Ms. Harris, Mr. Gardner. She's gonna get you an updated offer. If you don't like the offer, keep in mind you have an absolute right to a trial. All right.
All right.
All right.
If possible, could we check the status of the license for Nicholas Lowe?
All right. Go to breakout room 7, Ms. Harris, with Mr. Gardner, and I'll check Nicholas Lowe's license. It's past the matter.
And Mr. Berry, Mr. Leapheart does have an attorney on his case.
Terrific. Yes. Well, he's in 2.
All right, I'm gonna put him somewhere else.
Yes, sir.
Let me just name this iPhone. Did I let that one iPhone in? All right, I did not. Let me name this iPhone and we'll get back. The defendant's name is Leapheart, Broderick. All right, iPhone, and they have a Turner. All right. So who are we waiting on? I'm gonna put Leapheart down in 10. Let Ms. Miller. Leapheart's in 10.
And I'm ready on O'Quinn, Roman O'Quinn.
All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. O'Quinn. Mr. O'Quinn, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client? Wants a bench trial day?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, that's what you want to do, Mr. O'Quinn?
I'm mute.
Yes.
All right, that's a special day for me. That's my mom's birthday, April the 21st, 2025 at 10. That's also Miss Officer Thomas's brother's birthday. So best of luck to you, Mr. O'Quinn. Have a very good day, all right?
Okay, you said what time again?
At 9 a.m.
9 a.m. on the 21st?
21st.
All right. All right,
Jay?
thank you.
Yes. Low. Well, I think it's only, it's 2 Lows in here, 1 Low. It would be Nicholas Lowe, bro. Nicholas Lowe. Jalon, unmute yourself, start your camera, please. Good morning to you. Jalon?
Good morning.
Good morning. What is your full name, sir?
Jalon Ramon Gibbons.
Gibbons?
Yes, sir.
All right. See, Kenneth Gibbons. You say Gibbons?
Yeah, Gibbons.
Oh, Bvons. Gibbons. Help me out. I don't see him on the docket. Oh, I see Carrie Gibbons.
I don't know if I had it today or tomorrow.
That's what she did. All right, let's see. Gibbons, and what's the Jalon, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll see you in the morning.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Officer Daniel. Good morning to you. Officer Daniel, are you here?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning.
Who was your defendant?
Sarah Gentile. Sorry if I missed it.
City of Detroit versus Sarah. Sarah Elizabeth Gentile, case number SP 165-86881. Appearance for the record, please.
Yes, Sarah. Oh, I'm sorry, Sarah Gentile.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor.
All right. Well, we need to get. Do you have a retained counsel, Ms. Gentile?
I'm sorry, I could not hear you. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Lawyer.
Yes, I'm waiting for him to join. He was at a previous appointment, and he said he'd be on at 9, and I have not seen his name pop up yet.
Let's pass the matter, and we'll wait on the. Well, you can put your appearance on the record. Let's go back on the record. You can put your appearance on the record. State your name for the record, Ms. Gentile.
I'm sorry, Sarah Gentile.
Gentile, and Officer Daniels. You can put your appearance on the record.
Derek Daniel, Detroit Police. I'm sorry, Derek Daniel, badge 721. Detroit.
All right, very good. So we'll give the lawyer an opportunity to hear. We're going to pass the matter. Let's go with. Let's name the other Samsung SM, and I'm going to send you a Samsung SM S908U. Good morning to you. What is? I asked you to unmute yourself. State your name, please. Unmute yourself and state your name, please.
Michael Reese.
No, I'm asking them to send the prompt. Michael Reese. I need to know that name as well too. Michael Reese on the iPhone.
Yes.
Are you in the right courtroom? That's another question.
It's for a dog. It's for a dog case. It was
all right. Don't say much more. Don't say much more. Let's see if you're in the right courtroom. And that's R-E-E-S-E.
Yes.
And what do you have a middle name? Pre-trial.
Adrian.
All right, you're in the wrong courtroom. You need to go to Millicent Sherman's courtroom, and that would be 334 instead of 4. Is that?
Yes, 334.
Yeah, you got to sign in at 360-334-0000. You're one digit off.
Can you say the numbers over?
360-334. 0000.
So I got 360-334-0000.
Right. Best of luck to you, sir. Have a very good rest of your day.
Thank you.
All right. That Samsung is still not unmuting themselves. I need to name you, sir. Take your hood off, please. You got some headphones on or something. Oh, good morning to you. You got all kind of headgear on. You still got something on your head. What is your name, sir? Good morning to you. Unmute yourself, please.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
I can. What's your name, sir?
Andrew Greenley. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Greenley. All right. He has a trial. He's got a lot of cases. So we're going to give the officers a look. They got a few more minutes on their grace period. And we'll get this taken care of some kind of way. And
Your Honor, Mr. Greenley shows up in two places. He's also at 835.
All right, we'll figure it out. All right, now back to the cases. Claudia G. Claudia G. Good morning to you. Claudia Garcia. Am I correct?
Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning to you, ma'am. Any attorneys don't have anyone?
Damn it.
I don't, Your Honor.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, this is the City of Detroit versus Claudia Garcia. Case number is SP. SP. One 1630839, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1658273, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1670056, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Garcia.
My name is Claudia Garcia.
All right, good morning to you, ma'am. Date and time. Well, here's the deal. We have a couple of different dates. The pretrial date for the two cases, SP 165. We have new cases. They're set for a pre-hearing. We can hear those here and take care of those as well.
Okay.
That SP 167. That's a no valid registration and no proof of insurance. And then for SP 1630839, counts 1 and counts 2. She's in a payment plan for those two cases. She was in a payment plan for count 3 as well, but it seems like she paid that no insurance is approved. So she's paid related civil infractions to those other two cases she has in this payment that she's in a payment plan for. And she's got the two cases that are on the docket, and then she has a no valid registration, no proof of insurance coming up. You got that, Mr. Berry?
I have no registration and no insurance.
That's the cases coming up. That's off docket cases.
Yeah. Okay.
And then 2 other off docket cases in which she had 3, but she paid one in its entirety and it's closed out, are expired plates and a school zone violation. I imagine that is a speeding ticket, 270. So she's in a payment plan with those, thank you, 2 cases. She was in a payment plan for all 3 of them, and it appears that she paid the one off. So Miss Garcia, Mr. Berry, I'm going to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. I'm going to put you in a breakout room, have a conversation with them. Let us know what you want to do when you come out. Okay?
Thank you.
All right, join the room, please. And you need someone, Miss Bradfield, correct?
Your Honor,
Correct, Your Honor.
I need privileges, Your Honor.
Thought I gave them to you. Let's see. Join the room, Mr. Berry, and speak with Miss Garcia, please. 2.
Yes.
Break up. All right. Let's call Brittany Gaston. Ms. Gaston, are you there?
Yes.
City of Detroit versus Brittany Gaston. SGASTN. Case number SP 1658617, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1658619, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Daphne Bradfield on behalf of Ms. Gaston. State your full name for the record, please.
Brittany Gaston.
Okay, good morning to you, ma'am. Today is the date and time set for a pretrial Miss Bradfield, Miss Gaston owes on a no insurance. Well, she owes 288 on a no ops, 150 on a speeding 1 to 5. I imagine those cases have already been adjudicated, and Ms. Gaskin just still needs to pay those cases. And that one was reduced from a 21 to 25 over 1 to 5. So those cases already need to pay. So give Ms. Gaskin an offer, updated offer. Keep in mind, Ms. Gaskin, you have an absolute right to a trial. If you don't like the offer, then you have an absolute right to a trial. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Miss Bradfield. She's gonna have a conversation with you. Let us know what you want to do when you come out, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Miss Bradfield, is this Brittany Gaston who's listed at 835?
It is.
All right, thank you.
All right, let's go back, or what are we gonna do with Lorick? Let's go back on the record with Leshawn, Leshawn Lorick. Mr. Lorick, I understand that you want a bench trial for these other cases?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm sorry.
All right. I'm gonna set the matter for a trial on, I'm gonna set the matter for trial on April the 21st, 2025 at 9 a.m. If it's nothing further, sir, I wish you the best of luck. Have a very good day, and see you back in April.
Yes, and you say April 21st, right?
21st, April 21st.
Okay, got you, Your Honor, and I hope you have a better day, Your Honor.
All right, I'm having a decent day. I can't complain. I appreciate it, though.
Absolutely, anytime.
Thank you. Are we on the record? What about Lowe, Miss Paris?
I will need Mr. Lowe to come back to the breakout room, but we are ready on Gardner and Lorick.
All right, Lorick is gone.
I'm still here, Your Honor. I ain't hear you say I was good to go, so I ain't hang up.
You're good to go. You got the date.
Yeah, I got the date. Thank you.
Be safe. All right.
Thank to you.
Who do you want to go with, Miss Harris?
We can do Mr. Gardner, Levert Gardner.
Levert Gardner. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Levert Gardner. Mr. Gardner, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client is waiving his right to trial, entering a plea to the amended count of improper plate. The remaining matters being dismissed.
That's what you want to do, Mr. Gardner?
Yeah, I'm in rehab right now, so I get out April the 3rd. So I'd rather pay the fine though, because I get a disability check. So I'd rather pay the fine April 3rd.
I wish you the best of luck in your rehab, sir. We'll be praying for you that you complete that and you're successful and you put that part of your life behind you.
Yeah. So can I pay the fine?
Well, after we get finished taking this plea, raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Yeah. You can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Harris went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did she not? Did Ms. Harris go over your other advice or rights in the breakout room?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understood those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions about those rights?
No, Your Honor.
Do you know by taking the deal, you're going to give those rights up?
I'm just saying, it's on paying the fine or going to jail.
You're not going to go to jail. This is just about the rights that Ms. Harris went over with you. I need to know that you understand those rights. You understood them, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions about it? Other than whether you're going to jail or not?
No, Your Honor.
All right. And you know you're gonna give those rights up. Go to 4, Mr. Bowman, the attorney here for Gentile. You know you're gonna give those rights up when you take this deal. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, Your Honor.
Let me draw your attention back to November 27, 2024 at around 3:31 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Hoover and McNichols. Did you have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did the officer ask you to produce valid insurance?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, you couldn't do so, could you?
No, Your Honor.
Why is that?
Because I didn't. I was basically I was on the trying to get myself together on my way to the storage unit on my storage. I didn't have none of my paper, my
insurance
documents.
in your car, right? You want to hurry up and get to Miss Stanford Jones, don't you?
Yeah, yes, Your Honor.
All right, you didn't have insurance that day, did you?
No, Your Honor.
That's it. Find you guilty of the amended count of improper plate. $240 is going to be the fine. I'll dismiss upon payment, so you won't have a misdemeanor on your record as long as you pay it. And two, well, as it relates to this, I don't know what your record looks like, you know, but as it relates to this, stipulation of probable cause will dismiss the other 2 matters.
Well stipulated, Your Honor.
All right, $240. When can you pay it, Mr. Gardner?
April the 3rd. I get out April the 3rd, so I can get it. That's on my check, so it's on the Thursday, I think.
I'm gonna give you till April the 4th then and pay it. All right, so that's a Friday.
Yes, Your Honor.
And come
Yes,
back
Your
April.
Honor.
Come back April the 4th on that morning at 8:25. If it's paid, we'll dismiss the case. Okay. You have any further questions?
Oh, at 8:25.
8:25 or April the 4th. Paying it any div that kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload that div that app to your phone, or come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the 2 best ways I can tell you to pay it, sir. I wish you the best of luck again on the rehab.
Yes, Your Honor.
I wish you the best of luck on the rehab. I hope you take it seriously, and I hope you overcome those issues. And we'll call if you have any problem with getting over in Stanford Jones. We'll make sure we call them over there. All right.
All right.
So hang up and go over there now, please. All right. All right. Let me name this Motorola Moto G Play 2023. I'm asking you to unmute yourself and start your camera and state your name, please. Motorola Moto G Play 2023. I'm sending you the prompts. Motorola Moto G Play.
You can't hear me, can you?
I can hear you.
Oh,
Not
sorry.
you. I'm not listening to you, Miss Lee. Good morning to you. You mute yourself, please.
Sorry about that. Okay.
All right, Motorola Moto G Play. You've told me you've sent the message back that you're going to start your camera later. That's not an option. If you don't start your camera and you don't unmute yourself and state your name, I'm going to put you out. All right, I'm putting you out. All right, let's move on. Who's ready? You ready on Lowe, Miss Harris?
Was the license confirmed as valid, Your Honor?
Nicholas Lowe, license is valid.
Yes, Your Honor, we are ready. The offer was blockading.
Let me call it.
Oh, sorry.
So ready to get him out of here before things change. If things change, make sure. Is that Nicholas Charles Lowe?
Correct.
City of Detroit, good morning to you, sir. City of Detroit versus Nicholas Charles Lowe, case number SP 164-5459, count 1, SP 164-5479, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherica Harris, on behalf of Mr. Lowe, please state your name for the record.
Nicholas Lowe.
All right, good morning to you, sir. Today is date and time set for pretrial. What is the offer?
Your Honor, the failing to stop for a stop sign is being amended to blockading. The remaining matters dismissed. My client will stipulate to the face of the ticket for purposes of the factual basis, and we will stipulate to probable cause for the dismissals.
I see why he was such in a rush to get that in. You want to take that deal, Mr. Lowe? You should be equally in a rush to say that. You do?
Yes.
All right. Find your client responsible for the amended count of blocking traffic. Dismissing the other matters. 175. When can you pay it, Mr. Lowe?
Probably 2 weeks. I just was laid off, so.
I'm gonna give you till March the 10th. You say you're laid off?
Yeah, just got laid off.
I'll give you till March the 24th, 2025. Pay it in any div that kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload that div that app to your phone. We'll be praying that you get back to work sooner rather than later, Mr. Lowe. If there's nothing further, best of luck to you, okay?
All right, thank
you. Who's that? No. What about her? Is that her?
Yes, this is a signed council.
Oh, hey, what's going on, Council?
Hey, Judge, how are you?
Oh, you're talking about, was he here yet?
I didn't see him.
All right. If anybody can do it, she can do it. You got your work cut out for you, though. Kevin Gray. Kevin James Gray.
Yes, how you doing, Your Honor? Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir. Oh, Gary. Kevin Gary.
Yes, sir.
Why did you answer to Kevin Gray then?
Everybody call me. I just get so used to hearing it now, I just don't even correct.
Well, I thought he wanted to hurry up and get out of here, so he was gonna be Kevin Gray if it needed to be. All right.
Nah, I ain't in no rush. I'm a little bit in trouble today anyway. I kind of held up the court's time, so sorry about that.
You're not holding up my time. I'm here. The city of Detroit versus Kevin James Gary, case number SP 1617857, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 167-19521. Appearance for the record, please.
Your Honor, is this Ms. Barrett's matter?
I don't know. Yeah, it must be. It was arraignment on the bench warrant, so let's see. Did you miss a date, sir?
Yeah, I had it mixed up. I had my court papers together. I had an O from when I seen you in February on the 2024. I got a mistake from this year. I suppose it went to court December the 20th, but I had the papers wrong. I had the old card I read. So that was my fault. No excuses.
That's a long time ago. All right, let's pass the matter. Let's get Attorney Barrett in here and see if she can help him out.
Your Honor.
Unless somebody wants to do it, because I imagine that but all right, let's pass the matter. Let's go back on the record with Miss Sarah Gentile. Did I say that correct now? Counselor, good morning to you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good
morning, and thanks for your patience, Your Honor. Andrew Leone on behalf of Ms. Gentile, P45513, Judge.
Mr. Leone, will you please meet me in breakout room 4? This is Prosecutor Bowman.
Absolutely, and thank you.
I asked to be met in for a long time ago.
I know he wasn't there.
All right, Mr. Gentile, I'm going to put Mr. Leone, I'm going to put Ms. Gentile in breakout room 6. You have the capabilities of moving around, so you can discuss the offer to her then. And when you're ready, come on back in the room, all right?
Thank you, Judge.
All right, go to 4 first. Go to 6, Ms. Gentile. Your counsel's going to come in there and speak with you. Pass the matter.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Who's ready?
Justin Garrett, you cannot drive while on Zoom.
All right, let's put him out until he gets where he's going. Come back when you're at your location, sir. All right, let's go. Ms. Bradfield, are you ready on Gaston? Let's go back on the record, Ms. Brittany Gaston. Ms. Gaston, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. What's your client want to do?
Your Honor, Ms. Gaston is aware of her trial rights, and however, she would like to enter a guilty plea and accept the people's recommendation, and that is if she was to plead to driving while license suspended charge, it will be amended to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, and the other 4 matters will be dismissed.
That what you want to do, Ms. Gaston?
Yeah.
Raise your right hand, please. You swear or affirm tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Say that again.
Yes, I do.
All right. Put your hand down. You understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense? It's 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. You understand that, Ms. Gaston?
Yes, I do.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Ms. Bradfield went over your other advice or rights and breakout room, did she not?
Yes.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
You have any questions about those rights?
No, I do not.
You know, by taking the deal, you're gonna give those rights up?
Yes.
Anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
Let me draw your attention back to December 20th, 2024 at around 12:53 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Yonka and East Outer Drive. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Can you repeat the question?
Did you have an occasion on that day to get stopped by the police?
I'm sorry. You said, did I have what exactly?
All right, I'm gonna draw your attention back to December the 20th, 2024 at around 12:53 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Yonka and East Outer Drive. Did you get stopped with the police by when you were operating a motor vehicle? Your device is breaking up.
Yes.
And were you operating a motor vehicle on that day?
Yes.
Did the officer ask you to produce valid driver's license?
Yes.
You could not do so, could you?
No.
Why is that?
Because I have a situation with the state.
All right, because you don't have a valid license, is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, find your client guilty of the amended count of allowing. $240 will be the fine. Dismiss upon payment. I'll dismiss the other matters now. Ms. Gaston, when can you pay?
Next month.
Because you owe some other money that you said you were going to pay as well, but you never did pay it.
Ronnie, can you give her an opportunity to get into a payment plan, some time to do that?
I'll allow payment plan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you until March 24th to do one of two things, ma'am. That is to either get into that payment plan or pay it off. I'll pay it at any DivDad kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload the DivDad app to your phone or come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it, ma'am. If you don't have anything further, or come down before March 24th, and you have to come down to do this and get into that payment plan. Come back on March 24th, let us know what you did, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Best of luck to you. All right. Miss Bradfield, this is the city of Detroit versus Andel, case numbers SP 164-66061. SP 164-66071, SP 165-7870, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Daphne Bradfield on behalf of my client. State your name for the record, please.
And Mr. Lett, you have to unmute yourself. I'm gonna give you the prompt to put it on your screen to help you out a little bit. Is there it is. Press the button. Unmute, please.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Go ahead.
This is Andre Lett.
All right. Good morning to you, sir. Today is the date and time set for a pretrial on these matters. Is it Andrell or Andel?
It's Andrell.
So how do you spell it? Give us the correct spelling of your name, please.
Aundrell.
And what's your middle name?
LaDawn.
And what is your date of birth?
8/1/59.
They have it all listed as Andell.
Right, that's the way it is on my birth certificate, but that's not how I spelled it. It's pronounced Andrell.
Oh, I don't know how that's gonna go, especially with our new administration saying everything about your birth. I don't know. So, day is the date and time. He has 2 off docket matters. Miss Bradfield, that is an improper plate as charged and an expired plate. So essentially it would be the same. An expired plate would be improper and an improper plate would probably be an expired plate, not necessarily on. All right, get him an updated offer, Mr. Lett. I'm gonna put you in the breakout room with Miss Bradfield. Miss Bradfield is going to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, join the room, please. It says join. Hit the join button. Pass that matter. Hit the join button, Mr. Lett. I need that Lett file, please. All right, who are we ready on? Ms. Harris, do you have anybody?
I do not.
Claudia Garcia, Your Honor.
Let's get Ms. Harris going on Dreshan. Is that Lake? Dreshan. Lake. Is he here? Dreshan Lakey here? He was. City of Detroit versus Dreshan Lamar Lakey, case number SP1580925 SP1580971. Appearance for the record, please.
Erica Harris on behalf of Mr. Lakey. Please state your name for the record.
You have to unmute yourself, Mr. Lakey. Send you the prompt. Mr. Lakey, you have to unmute yourself. We're gonna move to Officer Mitchell. Good morning to you. Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Your Honor, Officer Mitchell may be in a felony thing. I can call him.
All right, you're right. You're gonna have to. You can't work something out. Let's pass the matter. Mr. Lakey has not unmuted himself. Mr. Lakey, I'm gonna send you the prompt one more time. We're gonna move on. All right, let's pass the matter.
This device may be frozen, Your Honor.
It may be. We're gonna still pass the matter. Let's go back on the record with Ms. Gentile. Ms. Gentile, I've given you and your counsel an opportunity to pre-try the case. Counsel, what's gonna happen with this case?
Thank you for the time, Judge. Judge, there is no plea offer. I've discussed it with Ms. Gentile. Judge, what she'd like to do is to admit with an explanation and allow me to allocute, Judge, and ask Your Honor for possible consideration given her record and the circumstances that are involved. But she is prepared to admit, Judge.
Well, I don't understand why it's no offer at all, but that's up to police and the city. It's but admitting with the explanation, is it somewhere? Are you talking about the fine? Is that what we're talking about?
Judge, she has no real record. It was a company car. She did admit to the officer that her wrongdoing and she's prepared to admit to the court. We're just asking the court for possible consideration regarding the charge, Judge.
I mean, when you talk about possible consideration regarding the charge, if it's a bad
Mitchell,
charge.
this is Prosecutor Bowman. Can
Hold
you
on,
can
Mr.
you,
Bowman.
zoom back in
Interrupting my
for
work.
Perkins?
All right, let him put his headphones on. Mr. Bowman, headphones, please. Yeah, I don't understand this no offer stuff. It is right to the city to give an offer or not, but
Correct.
I just don't understand that.
The officer doesn't want to make an offer given the circumstances, Judge. I don't think it was that egregious. There wasn't an accident, but that's their position on it, Judge.
All right. Mr. Bowman, there's no offer in this case. Is that understood? Do I understand that?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. So here's the deal. All you're going to be allocating for is for me to waive the fines or reduce the fines or not. Because the 3 points are going to be the 3 points if she pleads as charged. She still has a right to the formal hearing. What she still wants to take the deal or lack thereof, or she still wants to plead responsible as charged or not?
Given that, Judge, we'd have to go to hearing. I can't in good conscience just plead her to 3 points without any type of consideration from the prosecution. I understand that's their position, but I guess, Judge, we'll take testimony then.
All right, let's go. Mr. Bowman, today is the date and time set for trial. Do you want to prepare your officer and have them ready or not?
I think Officer Daniel is already ready.
All right, Officer Daniel, you want to raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yeah.
Or you can put your hand down. It's on the people. Your burden.
Thank you, Your Honor. May it please the court, Victor Bowman, P337644 for the people. Officer, could you please give me your name and your occupation?
Derek Daniel, batch 721, police officer with the city of Detroit.
Okay. And on a specific date, did you have any interaction with Miss Sarah Elizabeth Gentile, Gentile?
Can you repeat? Was that a question? Sorry.
Yes, on you in the course of your
January 2nd, 2025, around 2:50.
Thank you. Officer, based upon the data stated by the court, did you have any interaction with a Sarah Elizabeth Gentile, Gentile?
Yes.
Okay. And was that in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Specifically, exactly where it was? Where was it?
Tireman Ave and Abington Street. I'm sorry, Tireman Street and Abington Ave.
Okay. And what at that time, what was your position with the city of Detroit?
I was working patrol as a police officer.
And how long had you been working patrol as a Detroit police officer?
6 years.
6 years. Can you please describe your duties and responsibilities as a patrol officer for working for the city of Detroit?
Yeah, my job as a patrol officer is one, to respond to any 911 calls, to conduct routine patrols around the city, which entails enforcing traffic.
You said enforcing traffic laws?
Correct.
And you are specifically trained as a patrolman for the city of Detroit to enforce traffic laws?
Yeah, all officers can conduct traffic or can laws in the city of Detroit.
And it was based upon your duties and responsibilities. Is that how you came into contact with Miss Gentile?
Yes.
Can you explain what happened, sir?
Yes, I was stationary at Abington and Tireman. This was the date, the 2nd of January, 2025. I was stationary. I observed her vehicle pass a stop sign on Tireman and Abington without slowing down or coming to a complete stop. And that is when I conducted a traffic stop on her.
And tell us what happened during that traffic stop, officer.
As routinely goes, I pulled her over. She pulled over. I introduced myself. I advised her why I pulled her over. She stated, yeah, sorry.
All right, you're breaking up. You're breaking up. You pulled her over. You advised why you pulled her over, and you started breaking up.
Yes, Your Honor. I pulled Miss Gentile over. I advised her why she was being pulled over. She stated, no, my foot slipped. She apologized and said my foot slipped.
Sir, did you observe Ms. Gentile come to a complete stop at the stop sign?
No, there was no stop whatsoever.
There was no stop whatsoever.
Correct.
Sometimes there is something which is called a California stop. Are you familiar with that term of art?
Yeah, we call it a California roll. Typically when a car slows down, almost as if it's a yield sign, and then continues to go. However, that was not in this case. This case, Ms. Gentile continued to drive past the stop sign without, with disregard stop sign.
And basically, did she blow through the stop sign?
That is correct.
And when you observed her blow through the stop sign, where, as it relates to distance, where were you?
I was approximately 20 feet south of Tireman on Abington, where she was on Tireman.
And was your view of Miss Gentile ever obstructed in any way as it relates to what you saw?
No.
Okay. You wrote her a ticket. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
My vehicle directly pointing at the stop sign and guarded.
And you wrote her the ticket which is listed.
Correct.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Leon.
Thank you, Judge. Officer, you stated you were stationary. Your car was stationary, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Where were you in relationship to the stop sign? Were you behind it, in front of it, on the side of it? In other words, I'm trying to get to see where you were in relationship to Miss Gentile's car.
Yeah. So the stop sign was on the southwest corner of Abington and Tireman. Miss Gentile was traveling eastbound on Tireman. I was south of Tireman on Abington. In the northbound lane, approximately 20 feet south.
Okay. So was your view the front of her car, the side of her car, the back of her car?
It's the side of her vehicle.
Okay, so it was a side view.
Correct.
Okay, so you couldn't really see the back of her car. You could see the side of her car.
You can see all of her vehicle in relation to where the stop sign was.
You could see the entire vehicle?
The entire vehicle, yes.
You could see the front, the back, and both sides?
Are you referring to like a 360 view?
Yes.
No.
Okay. So you clearly could see the side of the vehicle, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And how long have you been a police officer?
6 years.
And you're pretty familiar with that area, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and it's your testimony today that she didn't stop at all, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Did you happen to have a video of the incident?
If needed, I can send that in. Yes.
Okay. That wasn't requested. I'm just asking if you had one.
Yeah.
All right. I have no further questions, Judge.
Okay.
Your Honor, officer, during your observation of this woman, did you ever see her brake lights deploy?
I did not. No.
Thank you. I have no other questions.
No further questions. Thanks, Judge.
Okay. Are you ready for me to rule?
I'd like
the
Ms.
people are
Gentile to
ready.
testify, Judge.
Say that again.
I would like my client.
Okay, go ahead. All right, let's swear Ms. Gentile. Are you there? Wait a minute, she's in the breakout room, so go ahead and speak to her first. If you can, I'll give you an opportunity to speak to her.
I already spoke to her. I spoke to her, Judge.
All right, let's bring her on.
Thank you.
Ms. Gentile, good morning to you. Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, but nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can go ahead.
Thank you. Please state your full name for the record, Ms. Gentile.
Sarah Gentile,
And how old are you, Ms. Gentile?
31 years old,
Are you single or married?
single.
Okay. And are you employed?
Yes.
Okay. Take you back to the date of this particular incident. You remember encountering Officer Daniel from the city of Detroit, correct? Okay. And was that a morning or was that an evening or afternoon?
It was afternoon.
Afternoon? Okay. Do you recall approximately what time?
3:30, 4:30-ish in the afternoon.
Were you working at that time?
I was on call.
Okay. And are you familiar with that particular area that you were stopped in?
Yes.
Okay. And you're aware he wrote you for running a stop sign, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So take you back to the incident. You recall the particular area that you were in, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And obviously you recall Officer Daniel. Prior to that, where were you heading?
To my boyfriend's house.
Okay. And where would that be? Where would that ultimate destination be?
Counsel, you broke up in asking that question.
Apologize, Judge. Where was your boyfriend located at the time? Where were you heading to?
Mansfield and Tireman.
Okay. And
Couple streets away.
Do you recall encountering Officer Daniel at Tireman Street?
No.
Okay. Where did you encounter Officer Daniel?
I don't know the exact name of the street, but it was a couple, maybe like 7 streets away, 5 streets away.
Okay. Was it a side street?
No, it was on Tireman.
Okay. And prior to him stopping you, do you recall driving, correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Do you recall
Prior to him stopping me.
approaching the stop sign that you were ultimately cited for?
Yes, I approached the stop sign, attempted to brake, and proceeded.
Okay. Were you going the normal speed limit at the time?
Yes.
To your recollection?
Yes.
Okay. And you did notice the stop sign, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And did you make some attempt to stop at the stop sign?
Yes.
What did you do to make that attempt?
I put my foot on the brake.
Okay. Did you make an entirely complete stop?
No.
Okay. So you attempted to stop, but you didn't make a complete stop.
Correct.
Okay. And then at that point, the officer approached you and cited you, correct?
Correct.
You remember having a discussion with the officer?
Not much of a discussion.
Okay. Did he just give you the ticket?
Yes.
Okay. And here we are today, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for your testimony. No
Ma'am,
further questions.
If I understand what you say you attempted to break.
Yes.
So you did not, in fact, break, did you?
Not fully, but I
Thank
did
you.
put my
Thank
foot
you.
on the brake.
Okay, you attempted to brake, but you were unsuccessful in actually stopping the vehicle, correct?
To a full complete stop, correct.
Thank you. And as a matter of fact, when you did have conversation with the officer, you admitted to him that your quote unquote foot slipped.
Yes. Yes.
And you admitted to him that you did not in fact stop.
Not to a full complete stop, correct.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Nothing further, Judge. Thank you. No other witnesses.
You ready for me to, where's the ticket? Ticket was written under 257.649 paren 8. 257.649 paren 8, except when directed to proceed by a police officer. The driver of a vehicle approaching a stop intersection indicated by a stop sign shall stop before entering the crosswalk on the near side of the intersection, or if there is not a crosswalk, shall stop at a clearly marked stop line, or if there is not a crosswalk or a clearly marked stop line, then at the point nearest the intersecting roadway where the driver has a view of approaching traffic on the intersecting roadway. After having stopped, the driver shall yield the right of way to a vehicle that has entered the intersection from another highway or that is approaching or closely on the highway as to constitute an immediate hazard during the time when the driver would be moving across or within the intersection. So based on that, and based on the testimony that I've heard, Officer Daniel indicated that he was at that intersection. I believe he indicated that he was southbound on Abington facing north toward Tireman. And Ms. Gentile was moving in a direction, an easterly direction at Tireman. Is that correct? Did I get that correct, Mr. Daniel? Officer Daniel? Based on that, it was a stop sign, apparently a stop sign on Tireman and Abington. And based on the testimony, Mr. Officer Daniel saw Ms. Gentile drive through that stop sign. The question at hand is whether Ms. Gentile slowed down or Ms. Gentile just, in other lack of a better term, just blew through the stop sign without even braking. I think that is the only issue that was really gleaned and raised at the hearing. Based on Ms. Gentile's testimony that she did approach the stop sign, she did know there was a stop sign there. It was clearly marked, and that she went up to the stop sign and braked, but did not completely stop during that stop sign. So for that reason, I'm going to find her responsible as charged to the failure to stop at a stop sign, and the fine is going to be $130.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I still can't understand, based on, and I just have to say this for the record, based on the testimony that I've heard. I don't understand why we have to have a hearing on this, and why out of the thousands of cases that I hear, this particular case is one that was not afforded some sort of leniency. I didn't hear anything, even if Ms. Gentile, well, in lack of a better term, blew through the stop sign. We have cases that come before us that are pretty much more egregious than that. I didn't hear that there was any other cars that were involved, or any other people that would potentially have been in danger. Although we do want to respect the laws of the city and state and follow them. It's just a case that I just didn't hear any super egregious thing that, but it is the prosecutor and the city that have a right to offer and not. So Unfortunately, Ms. Gentile, in this case, they didn't want to offer you any kind of relief. I do believe that 3 points or less, I think I'm correct on that. The state, as long as they'll make this determination at the state of Michigan Secretary of State, whether you qualify or not. But I believe 3 points or less does still qualify for you to take a class with them, and for those points to be removed from your license. So when can you pay, Ms. Gentile?
I can pay right now.
All right, I'm gonna give you until Friday to make sure this payment gets in. Pay it at any DivDad kiosk in the city of Detroit, or come on down to the courthouse and pay that in person. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it. You can also pay it online. It just doesn't go through as quick, but if it's nothing further, ma'am, I wish you the best of luck. Have a very good day. Officer Daniel, wish you the best of luck. You be safe out there. And Counselor, I appreciate you taking that time to do that, even though it didn't result in a win for your client. I really respect the fact that you do take that time, because some other attorneys just don't do that. All right.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. You're welcome. Okay, is Daniel Giles here? David Allen Giles. Is David Allen Giles here? I think that's David's iPhone.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are all the attorneys? Are all the attorneys occupied?
I need to see. I need to go into a breakout room with Mr. Bowman for my client, Your Honor.
Number 4, please. And then Ms. Harris, are you ready? Do you need someone?
I need to speak with Mr. Bowman, probably. I think you told me to talk with Mr. Lackey.
Yes. Okay. Lackey, you have, but Lackey never did unmute himself, though, did he?
No, I'm sorry. My microphone was tripping out.
All right. Let's. Good morning. Let's go back on the record with Lackey. Mr. Lackey, state your name for the record, please.
Dreshan Lakey.
Lakey. All right. Good morning to you. Today is the date and time set for a trial. I'm going to put you in breakout room 3, Mr. Lakey. I'm going to give you Ms. Harris represent you today, and she's going to get you an updated offer and try to pre-try this case for you. If you don't like the offer, keep in mind you have an absolute right to a trial. I'm going to put you in a breakout room as soon as I can find them.
He did already have a prompt to join room 3.
Yeah, but I don't see. Oh, that's why. That's why I don't see him. Okay, I'm gonna switch you up a little bit. There he is.
There.
He's in the.
Thank you.
Go to 4, Mr. Bowman. He's already in 4. Let's pass the matter.
Ready as to Ms. Garcia, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Ms. Garcia. Can we get Miss Barrett in here for Mr. Leapheart? Let's go back on the record with Ms. Garcia. Ms. Garcia, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, we've asked the court to confirm her valid license and indicate to the court that she has valid insurance and registration. We have these 2 matters that are in for which she has a payment plan. I don't suppose we can do anything about that.
You can if the city is willing.
Well, then we're going to ask the court to resolve the expired plate charge. I'll go into 4 and see if I can get something.
Mr. Bowman, go to 4, please.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
Yeah.
Did Jeffrey Lee show up?
Yeah, he just showed up. He's here.
Okay.
I'm doing it a little differently now. I'm doing it that I'm putting, so the officer, like Mr. Officer Legusky is next. So I'm going to call the case and so that you officers don't have to just wait on me to call the defendants. So, that's not, so we got to keep it moving and get you officers back out there as well. All right, are we ready on anyone?
Yes,
we
Your
check
Honor.
this?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Ms. Bradfield. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm ready, Mr. Lett.
Well, all right, let's see. Miss Harris, you have something on Lackey that you need to help?
On Mr. Lakey, could we check his status with the Secretary of State?
Let's check Mr. Lakey's Secretary of State status, Miss. All right, we'll do that. All right, so let's go back on the record with Lett. Mr. Lett, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, he did provide valid documentation and is a recommendation for dismissal for all 5 counts, all 5 charges.
Dismissal provided, valid docs. Mr. Lett, have a very good day and best of luck to you, okay? Case is dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
He's still muted. All right, this is for you, Ms. Bradfield. This is the City of Detroit versus David Allen Giles, case number SP 1635911, counts 1 and 2, SP 1667221, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Daphne Bradfield on behalf of Mr. Giles. State your name for the record, please.
Yes, David Giles here.
Good morning to you, Mr. Giles. Today is the date and time set for a trial. I do have Officer Lungusky here. Can you put your appearance on the record, please? Good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor. Officer Maverick Lungusky, badge 746, Detroit Police.
Good morning. And then there's another officer. I do not believe I've seen that officer, but we will find out now. That would be Officer Lucelli. I don't believe I've seen that officer join the breakout room and not hearing that officer respond. Go ahead, Ms. Bradfield.
For those 2 matters, Your Honor, the officer failed to appear. Motion to dismiss.
All right. I will grant that motion to dismiss.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Speak to him in a breakout room, get him an updated offer. Keep in mind, Mr. Giles, you have an absolute right to a trial. I'm gonna put you in a breakout with Ms. Bradfield. Have a conversation with her. Let us know what you want to do when you come out, okay?
Yes, Sean.
All right, join the room, please. Let's pass the matter. All right, Mr. Berry, are you ready?
Ready, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Ms. Garcia. Ms. Garcia does have a valid driver's license, Mr. Berry.
All right. So with regard to the matters in the payment plan, the prosecutor has no objection to our dealing with that and would dismiss, therefore, the expired plate charge and would reduce the school zone pleading to failure to use due care and caution.
The school zone pleading, failure to use due care and caution, is that the civil infraction, failure to use due care and caution? That's a 2-point offense.
Well, I know this is due care and caution for the waste vehicle. Is that the entire?
That would be a misdemeanor. This is just a regular failure to use due care and caution. I don't know what the actual ticket said for that. I imagine that school zone is speeding in the school zone. So I think you have to do a little more work to find out if that, and I'm gonna see if I can expedite things, if that failure to use due care and caution is the same amount of points or different points, because I don't have those 2 tickets in front of me. All I do, 1 to 5 over posted speed limit in the school zone. So it says in the school zone, she was doing 30 and a 25.
Okay.
You know, at 4:57 p.m. on 10/8/2024. So 10/8/2024 was a Tuesday, but at 5 o'clock, I don't know what.
And that's a misdemeanor.
And that's a civil infraction.
Okay.
So 1 to 5 over in a school zone. Let's go to the Secretary of State offense code and see what the penalty is for 1 to 5 over in a school zone. Because if it's the same penalty, then it's of no
right.
It's a no deal.
Right.
Might as well just leave it as it is, unless you could renegotiate. But at least the ROA tells you that it's 1 to 5 over. A ticket would potentially tell you the exact amount of the speed that it is over, but potentially. But so, do you want to sit back and this is having trouble pulling up the document. So, do you want to try to renegotiate that, or what do you want to do?
I would attempt a renegotiation. I'll be right back.
All right. Are we ready on anybody?
Just waiting for that status update.
On who? On
Lakey.
Lakey, I have a valid driver's license.
Thank you. And did you say you needed the points for 1 to 5 over in a school zone?
Yes. Mr. Berry does. Mr. Lakey has a valid driver's license and it's unblemished.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. What is 1 to 5 in a school zone? All right, let's pass it. Mine still hasn't pulled up yet. Ms. Barrett.
Yes.
Good morning to you. You have you were on Miss Leapheart. I mean, Mr. Leapheart. I don't know if you still want to take the case, but it has since gone into arraignment on the bench for him. But he is here now in breakout room 10. Do you want to speak to him or not? I can give you the charges. So no insurance misdemeanor, leaving the scene of a property damage accidents, and a no insurance misdemeanor. So 2 no insurance misdemeanors and leaving the scene of a property damage accident.
Okay, put me in there with him, okay?
All right, you have freedom to move around. I'm gonna put you in 10. Mr. Bowman is in 4.
Okay, thanks.
Is Broderick Owens here? Is Broderick Owens here? Okay, hearing no response, Officer Melendez, good morning to you. You are free to leave. I do not hear, and Bellamy and Ireton if they showed, but I don't think I saw Bellamy and Ireton. Roderick, I don't hear a response, and it's now 10:30. That's enough time. All right.
Thank
Best
you.
of luck. Be safe out there, Officer Melendez. Are you ready on Miss Garcia?
Ready now, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Miss Claudia Garcia. I have valid insurance that has been put in, I've got now, and I have a valid driver's license. What's going to be the outcome of this, Mr. Berry?
The school zone matter will be reduced down to limited access 1 to 5 miles over, Your Honor. No point.
That'll be $125 fine. What about the other matters?
The expired plate and all of the other matters to be dismissed for having valid documents.
All right. You want to take the deal, Ms. Garcia?
Yes, I would like to take the deal.
All right. Stipulate to the face of the ticket as an active action basis for that responsible plea on your client's behalf.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Stipulate the probable cause for the dismissal of the other matters.
Yes, Your Honor, so stipulated.
Find your client responsible for the amended count of limited access $125. Is that payment plan still going to be good, Ms. Sarah, Ms. Mathis? We're just amending it and dismissing some of the other stuff that was in payment plan. All right. When can you pay the 125, ma'am?
I'm starting a new job this Wednesday. But I can ask my mom to see if she let me borrow to pay for it. So maybe by April.
I don't know if the credit with your mom is good or not. You know, I don't know what kind of history you've had with paying your mom back.
Yeah, she's the one that helped me pay for the other tickets because
I'm gonna give you till March 24th. If it's in the payment plan, we'll still keep it in the payment plan if it can be, but March 24th, make sure it's taken care of. Pay it any that kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload to DivDat after your phone, or you can come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it now. Best of luck to you on that new job, and
thank you.
All right.
Thank you, and you have a great rest of your day. And thank you, Mr. Berry.
Oh, you're welcome, of course.
All right. City of Detroit versus Marquel Green. Case numbers SP 1656600, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 1667072, counts 1, 2, and 3. Mr. Berry, appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Green.
Marquel Green.
All right, good morning to you, sir. Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial. Let's see what the other matters are set for. A pre-hearing on 2026. He can either go to the pre-hearing on the 3 civil infractions or resolve it all here. Just for your, Mr. Berry, the civil infractions on that 2026 pre-hearing is a no valid registration, expired plates, and insurance no proof, all civil infractions. You can get Mr. Green an updated offer. Keep in mind, Mr. Green, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. I'm going to put you in the breakout room with Mr. Berry, have a conversation with him. Let us know what you want to do when you come out, okay?
Okay, Your
All right, join the room, please. All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Lakey. Mr. Lakey, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Yeah, and I just wanted to confirm, the court indicated that his record is a clean record.
Unblemished, nothing on his driving record at all.
And Your Honor, with that, there's a recommendation to dismiss. We ask the court to adopt that recommendation.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, the case is dismissed, Mr. Lakey. I will wish you the best of luck. Have a very good rest of your day, and best of luck to you.
Thank you, Judge, and thank you, Attorney Harris.
You're welcome. Thank you, Mr. Bowman.
You're welcome, Attorney Harris.
All right.
Am I okay to leave now?
You may. Have a very good
you all
day.
have a nice morning.
You too.
Thank you.
All right, this is a good one for you, Ms. Harris. This is the City of Detroit versus Andrew Greenley.
Your Honor, did Mr. Greenley, he has appeared?
He has.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. The City of Detroit, Andrew Edmund Greenley, case number SP 101-2810, counts 1, 2, and 3, SP 103-8921, counts 1, 2, and 3, SP 108-7653, counts 1, 2, and 3, SP 1140486, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 1157656, counts 1, 2, and 3, SB 1158028. SB 1356351, counts 1 and counts 2, SB 1403689, counts 1, 2, and 3, SB 1404361, SB 1409572, 2, counts 1, 2, and 3, SB 1553610, counts 1 and counts 2, and SP 1556674, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 1597879, counts 1 and counts 2. We'll call count 3 into that. State of 2045500, counts 1, 2, and 3, 20721 counts 1 and counts 2, 2144074, counts 1, 2, and 3, and the state of Michigan versus Andrew Greenley, case numbers SX4421851, count 1. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of Mr. Greenley, please state your name for the record.
Andrew Greenley.
The other cases will call into the record as well. SX4421851, counts 2 and counts 3. Appearance of, so Mr. Greenley, good morning to you. Let's get the officers, why didn't,
Your Honor, did that also include the one matter that was at pretrial, set for pretrial?
that's what I'm checking on. Case number SP 16319-571. Why didn't that come up under the? All right, officers, you can go in Trooper Bayer, you can put your appearance on the record, please.
Yes. Good morning, sir. Trooper Bayer, Michigan State Police, badge 1609.
All right, good morning to you. Let's go with is Detective Wiggins on this as well. Good morning to you. Put your appearance on the record, please.
Yes. Good morning, Your Honor. Detective David Wiggins, badge D4319, City of Detroit Police Department.
All right, good morning to you. I know Officer Corporal Artez Baker is here. Put your appearance on. Good morning to you. He didn't hear me. Corporal Corporate is here. Good morning to you. You can put your appearance on the record. Officer Hayes, Ricky Hayes. I don't see Officer Hayes. Day is the date and time set for trial on those matters.
Defense moves to dismiss.
All right. Officer Matthews is here. Is not. I don't see an Officer Matthews. Today is the date and time set for trial.
Defense moves to dismiss.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, I was in the breakout room with Mr. Berry. So as it relates to Mr. Greenley.
Mr. Greenley, I've got two officers, the two motions to dismiss based on the non-presence of Officer Ricky Hayes and Officer Jay Matthews.
Okay, so Longewski is here, Baker is here, Kropnik is here, Shabazz is here.
Hold on a second. So I know I got Shabazz, but I didn't miss MPO Shabazz. Good morning to you. You can put your appearance on the record.
We are two liaisons.
Good morning, Officer MPO Shabazz is Basil 11 Great Police.
All right. Good morning to you. Officer Wiggins already put his appearance on the Artez Baker. Corporal Baker did not, but I see he was present and is on time. Go ahead, Corporal Baker.
Good morning, Your Honor. Corporal Baker, badge 21, Detroit Police Department.
All right, good morning to you. Officer Holder, Joshua Holder, I do not see in the room, Officer Holder. Is our Officer Holder here?
Defense moves to dismiss.
You come to school every day and not party. You don't listen.
MPA Douglas, you gotta mute yourself. I keep muting you because you're interrupting, please.
For a month, but Dick is here.
There we go. I don't understand why they keep unmuting themselves. All right, Officer Michael Dinan. Have not seen that officer show.
Defense moves.
Go ahead.
Defense moves to dismiss.
And Officer Timothy Grima, Grima. Have not seen that officer.
And defense moves to dismiss those matters.
Very well. The matter that's not on the docket for the defense, for you to handle is that the driving license suspended. All the other matters, I'll grant the motion to dismiss no officer on all those matters. I'll tell you what's remarkable about these cases, though, Mr. Greenley, is that all of those cases, I don't know how many pages it is, maybe about 1 or 2 pages, 1.25 pages of cases, which is a lot, are all document tickets. He's got 2, well, not all document tickets, basically all document tickets. He's got 1 defective windshield or bumper and nothing else. That's kind of a lot of cases for documents, but nevertheless, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Ms. Harris. I'm sure she can help you to resolve these matters, sir. Keep in mind, today is the date and time set for trial, and we can hope the trial is necessary, all right?
Yeah, you got two off docket matters. I know you said one was driving while license suspended. What was the other?
All I thought I caught was the one off docket matter. Oh, the state cases. What are those state cases on? Okay, so the state cases, they're still open. They haven't gone into default. So the other 2 state cases are no insurance proof, what it seems like it should be in default, and an expired plate that it should be in default.
Your Honor, Trooper Bayer has checked in.
Yeah, we got the people that checked.
All right.
Okay. We're beyond that. The ticket was at 8/13/2024, and it's been no adjudication. He does owe a reinstatement fee on it at least. But let me get you in a breakout room. It's expired plate and a no insurance proof are the 2 matters that we call into the record that are basically off docket. All right, join the room.
I have to do this because I want to be sure we cover everything. I have a total of 44. Is it 44, Your Honor?
We'll make sure of that once we get it all into the record. All right. Get up, Miss Lee. It's not nap time.
Judge, can you put me back in there? I got disconnected.
Mr. Greenley, please join the. Okay, he's there.
All right, join the room. Let's pass it. Let's hold. Give me 1 second. Go ahead.
I took all the paperwork from your brother's house.
This newspaper not here.
The city of Detroit versus Antoine Odum. Case number. Mr. Bowman, Antoine Sean Odum, case number SP150204441, SP150645551, and SP160596661. Appearance for the record, please. Is that another file?
That's an additional document, but I see it's on.
Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Mayor, please, this honorable court, Kathleen Cherie, T71454, on behalf of Antoine Odum. TATANISH. Last name? Yeah.
Right. As a way of background information, today is the date and time set for a pretrial, also called U688344724 into the record as well. Mr. Odum was here on Friday. Mr. Odum, he's missed court day before. He didn't provide an explanation for that, but he's been here and he usually shows up in person. And Mr. Odum, we sent him down to Judge Holmes to see if he can get into the mental health court. The court did that prematurely, not thinking that the court knowing that you have to have a guilty plea, but was just premature and wanted to get him down there and did not get a guilty plea. Nevertheless, he wasn't inclined to take a guilty plea anyway. He says that this case, or at least one of these cases, is related to a Third Circuit Court case that he has. And Mr. Odum exhibited some paranoia in the court's minds. He talked about dreams that he was having that affected his, I don't think they were very rational. Whereas I think that the court believes that some of the stuff he may be saying or have said was something that potentially could have happened, or he was in his right mind, and some other stuff that the court was just I didn't think that he was in his right mind as far as that. So he was sent back up here. We asked Mr. Odum to come back today, this morning. He said he had no problem doing that, and he's not here. And he did mention to the court that he said he'd show up if they didn't kill him. So I hope that's not the case. We've made a couple of attempts, and counsel, you've made a couple of attempts to call someone, and the number that he left, I don't have that number written down in front of me. But he did indicate to the court that that was the number of his sister, I believe. So what I want to do is I want you to stay on this case. I want to see if we can get Mr. Odum in here, and I'm not going to issue a capias. I'm going to issue a show cause so that this stuff does not go back into warrant status, because I do believe that we will see him. hopefully sooner rather than later. And I'll just give him this one show cause in an effort to get him that information. I did verify with them, was this Helen address still a good address? And he indicated to me, I believe that is a good address, but he had another address as well. But I think he indicated to me that was his grandmother's house. So if you can potentially send a letter to that address, I believe that at some point he should be able to get it. I'll get you that address as well. So if you can approach, or Madam Thomas, Officer Thomas, you can give Ms. Reed this file and take down that address. So for those reasons, do you want to say anything, Mr. Reed, for the record?
Your Honor, no, I will comply with the court's ruling and order. I will send some letter if we can get a new date today.
Absolutely. The date is going to be March the 28th, 2025. We'll call that an adjourned pretrial day.
I'm leaving the country March 26th. Can we do the week before or the week?
We can do the week before. Let's try for March the. Can you appear on the 24th, or is that too much of an?
No, that would be perfect.
All right, come back on the March the 24th at 8:30 a.m. Hopefully we've gotten in contact with him. If he does appear, then we'll give you a call, and we will. You can either Zoom back in, and which would probably be the best thing at this point. And but I'm glad you came in person so that you can speak to him. Unfortunately, he has not showed, at least not as of yet. All right.
Thank you, Judge. And for clarity, in March, would you like me in person or is it via Zoom?
That's via Zoom. I just, well, let's see if you get a conversation with him first. Because if you get conversation with him, then you guys can potentially meet up before that day. But if not, you can let us know how that's going and make a decision before that day.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, Ms. Reed, thank you very much. And that'll conclude March 24th, 2025 at 8:30.
Thank you.
All right. Who are we ready on?
Honor, Greenley.
Yeah, I'm here.
The issue you're on, always we go back on the record.
No, well, let's go. Ms. Bradfield, do you have anyone?
Yes, Your Honor. I am ready on Mr. Giles.
All right, let's take care of Mr. Giles. What is the issue on Greenley, Ms. Harris?
These are not his tickets. A good chunk of them belong to his son and or his dad. I think only four or five of them may be attributed to Mr. Greenley Jr.
What is Mr. Greenley Jr.'s date of birth?
His birth year is 1969.
That's a lot of tickets in his son's name. I see one ticket in Mr. Greenley's name, and that's no insurance. That's been paid. 12/28/69. All right, let's see what we have here. I have one driving while license suspended. And this happens. All right. So, all right. Do you know where your son is, Mr. Greenley?
No, not at the moment.
All right, you think you can get him so we got these officers here. Are you driving, Mr. Giles? He's got to go.
No, I'm not driving.
Okay. Can you get him here? Can you see if you can get in contact with him? It would definitely help to get this stuff, to get him cleared up and get a driver's license. He only has document tickets, and he only owes $288 on a ticket to potentially get that license, at least as it relates to the city of Detroit.
I can call him. I'm not sure what I can call him, but I don't know what he is.
I know you can't, because that's all you can do is try. Tell him he's not going to jail. He can potentially get himself back on the road.
Okay.
Legally. It seems like he's been on the road.
Yeah, he's on the road.
Let's call the city of Detroit versus Andrew Edmund Greenley, case numbers SP1 SP1631951. He owes 2 civil infractions, an expired plate, and a defective equipment or missing equipment ticket. Appearance for the record on that, Ms. Harris.
Sherika Harris on behalf of Mr. Greenley Jr. Please state your name for the record.
Andrew Edmund Greenley Jr.
The other 2 cases are SP1 544065, counts 1 and counts 2, went into default on earlier this year on April the 29th, 2024. That's an expired plate and defective equipment. Do you have speak to Ms. Harris in the breakout room about this, or have you already spoken with about this one ticket, Ms. Harris?
We can go back into the breakout room, Mr. Greenley, because I did need to see some documentation.
Okay.
I rejoin the room and hopefully you can get in contact with your son, all right? Let's pass the matter, all right? All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Giles. Mr. Giles, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what does your client want to do?
Your Honor, Mr. Giles is aware that today is his trial date. However, he would like to enter a guilty plea and accept the people's recommendations. And that is, if he was to plead to the no registration charge, it will be amended to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, and the other matter will be dismissed.
All right. You want to take the deal? We're going to call it an improper plate just to be consistent. You want to take the deal? The same effect, sir. Not dismiss upon payment. $240 will be the fine.
Yes, that's correct.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
You can put your hand down. Do you understand that maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
Understand that you have an absolute right to a trial.
Yes.
Ms. Bradfield went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did she not?
Yes, that's correct.
You heard, you understood those rights?
Yes.
Questions about those rights?
No, not at the time.
You know by taking the deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes, I'm aware.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, they haven't.
Let me draw your attention back to cases, older cases. October the 23rd, 2024 at around 12:10 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Woodward. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, I did.
You operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, that's correct.
The officer asked you to produce valid registration for that vehicle?
Yes, he did.
You couldn't do so, could you?
No, I couldn't.
Why is that?
I didn't have it.
Okay. Find your client guilty of the amended count of improper plates. $240 will be the fine. I'll dismiss it upon payment. Stipulation of probable cause will dismiss the other matters.
We so stipulate, Your Honor.
When can you pay $240, Mr. Giles?
I was advised that maybe the courts could allow me a 30-day payment plan due to financial hardship right now.
Come back on March the 24th, 2025 at 8:30. At 8:25, I'm marking the file allow payment plan. So either do one of two things. When you hit that lotto or whatever, come into that, those millions, pay it off before then at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload to DivDat app to your phone. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it, or come on down to the courthouse before March 24th, get into that payment plan. Once we see that payment plan, you'll be free to, you'll be done with me, okay? Best of
okay,
luck
no problem. Thank you, Your Honor.
Very good day.
Yeah, you too.
All right, who is Davis? Unmute yourself, please, Davis. and start your camera. Who is Davis? Good morning to you. Go ahead.
Carrie Patrick Gibbons.
Carrie Patrick Gibbons. That's you right on time. City of, that's you, Mr. That's you, Corporal Hampton. I was about to call him by the nickname they gave him. City of Detroit versus Carrie Patrick Gibbons. Case numbers SP 107-01, SP 161-30461, SP 5323791, U4-639-8418, 19-43243, counts 1 and counts 2, and SP 161-3012, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Daphne Bradfield on behalf of Mr. Is it Gibbons?
Gibbons.
Gibbons. State your name for the record.
Carrie Patrick Gibbons.
All right. Good morning to you, sir. Officer Corporal Hampton, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Corporal Rory Hampton, badge 4807, Detroit Police.
You know what I was about to call you, don't you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Good morning to you. Is there Officer Robinson here? I don't think I saw Officer Robinson. Is Officer Elliott Glenn here? I don't believe I saw Officer Elliott Glenn. Is there Officer Morales Reyes here? I don't believe I saw that officer either.
Is there Robert Johnson or William Johnson?
I think there's Officer Johnson here. I don't think there's an Officer Reyes here. I don't think there's an Officer Elliott Glenn here. I believe the only officer that showed was Corporal Hampton.
Your Honor, as to the officer that failed to appear, motion to dismiss at this time.
All right, I'm going to grant the motion to dismiss on those matters. Corporal Hampton's case is SP 108-87901. We'll also call into the record Ms. Bradfield, SP 167-7145, counts 1, 2, and 3, and SP 167-82251. So that, and you got your pen ready, I'm sure.
Go ahead.
One is a 21 to 25 over. That always baffles me. I don't know if you had a license or not, but 21 to 25 over, and you're not having a license is pretty. Even with a license, it's pretty fast, but without a license, seatbelt ticket, and insurance no proof, and operate license improper ticket. So get him an updated offer on those matters.
It was just 4, Your Honor.
Well, he also has SP. I called the SP 16130-461. Also resolved there was 4 of those I just called, but he can also resolve SP 1613012, counts 1 and counts 2 if there's no objection. Those are new tickets, the 4 I just called. If there are no objections to setting aside the default, which it doesn't appear that it's been long in default, if at all, it's just not on the docket, is a no insurance proof, which there's no reinstatement fee, no late fee, and a limited access 274. I believe that's probably on the freeway limited access ticket. So in those matters, Officer Robinson is not here anyway. So I'll put you in a breakout room with Ms. Bradfield, get him an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, then you have an absolute right to a trial.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, join the room, please.
Your Honor, we're ready as to Marquel Green.
All All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Green. Mr. Green, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client would avail himself of the people's current offer, which is to enter a plea to the charge of improper plate for the no insurance misdemeanor, and to plead as charged to the off docket matter of no insurance proof. The remaining matters to be dismissed.
All right, that's what you want to do, Mr. Green?
Yes.
Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth? Where's Mr. Green?
Right here.
All right. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Mr. Berry went over your other advice and rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Yes.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
You have any questions about those rights?
No.
Any questions about those rights?
No.
You know, by taking the deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
All right. I'm just going to let you know that insurance no proof is that insurance no proof is an abstractable offense, just to let you know that it doesn't carry any points, but it does abstract. And here it says effective 1/1/2021, no MVC licensing action. No motor vehicle, I guess, C licensing action. I don't know what the C stands for, but it does abstract. So, all right. That's the first time I've had somebody plead to a no insurance proof. You want to take the deal, sir?
Yeah. What's it? Yeah.
Raise your, we already did that. Let me draw your attention back to December 18th, 2024 at around 7:28 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Warren and Bewick. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
I'm sorry, what?
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Did the officer ask you to produce a valid insurance for that motor vehicle?
No, because I had other affairs, so I had like a warrant out for my arrest for another case that I eventually beat. So it was just like it was more so like I got arrested first and then they wrote me the ticket.
Okay, so were you driving that vehicle when you got stopped?
Correct.
Or were you the owner of that 2011 Kia at that time?
No, it's my sister's car.
Okay, so you can't take it for that. Let's see if we can take it for the driving while license suspended. Was your license suspended at that time?
I'm not sure. I know the reason why they towed the car is because I had a warrant out for my arrest for a probation violation that I ended up clearing up.
You don't know whether your license was suspended then, correct?
I don't think it wasn't because my license is valid current. Like I've never known my license to be suspended. So. Okay,
so go back in there and renegotiate, Mr. Berry, because we can't take a plea. He indicates to the court that wasn't his car. He's not obligated to have insurance on a vehicle. He's just obligated to show proof of that insurance on the vehicle.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I communicated that to the attorney in the breakout room.
Well, you gotta. I'm just saying it on the record. And he indicates to the court that he doesn't believe his license was suspended. And there's only 2 misdemeanors on the record. And therefore, there's nothing to take a plea to. He owes 3 civil infractions. If you want to make him pay those, we can resolve it like that. But other than that, it's you got to renegotiate. All right. Pass the matter. Go back in the breakout room, speak with the lawyer again, and the lawyer will probably go in the breakout room first and speak with Mr. Bowman. Okay, join the breakout room, Mr. Bowman and Mr. Berry, and we'll pass the matter. Ms. Harris, let's go back on the record with Mr. Greenley. Do we have a file for Greenley for the 1 case? We should have 2 files. Greenley. Let's go back on the record with Greenley. Greenley, giving you an opportunity to speak to us. It's inside the big file. It's just 1 case. It should be 1 file. It could be inside this big file. It could be, but all right. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Greenley. Mr. Greenley, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client has presented valid documentation and is in compliance with regards to the defective equipment. There is a recommendation to dismiss.
All matters. I'm going to dismiss the case as Mr. Greenley for provide valid documentation. If there's nothing further, sir, best of luck to you. Did you ever get in touch with your son?
Yes, I guess I can ask her for I need the code. He said he will come to court. I just talked to him. He said he'll come to court right now. I just need the what is it called? The Zoom code meeting.
360 434 0000.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I'm sending this to him now, so he'll come in.
360 434 0000. We appreciate that,
yep.
Mr. Green.
Got it.
Have a very good day. Best of luck to you. Your cases are dismissed, sir.
Thank you, and same to you, sir. And thank you.
You're welcome. All right.
Excuse me, Judge.
Yes. Who's that on the iPhone?
Joshua Gooden.
Joshua Gooden. All right.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning. I was just checking in with you, making sure everything's everything.
Joshua Gooden.
Yes, sir.
Joshua Gooden, City of Detroit versus Joshua Caleb Gooden, case number SP1600239. State your name for the record, please.
Joshua Gooden.
Everything is not everything.
Oh, no, I was saying on the terms of checking in, Judge. I'm sorry. I appreciate it. Sorry about that.
Everything is not everything because you didn't pay.
I know. I know I was coming in today. Either I have the payment or I have the registration. I got paperwork. So either one that you want.
But
I got insurance. Huh?
You've already pled on it now, so we need the money now.
Okay. That's fine too. I'll pay today.
Pay at any DivDack kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload that DivDack app to your phone. Come back tomorrow on time. Make sure it's paid. We'll dismiss the case once it's paid. All right. Come back at 8:25 tomorrow. Okay. If you pay it one of those 2 ways, it'll go through immediately. All right. And I'll see it.
All right. One more question.
Yep.
What's the app called again to make the payment?
DivDack, DIVDAT. I'm told you can upload that app to your phone.
Absolutely. Okay.
And if you pay it through the DivDack kiosk, or come on down and pay it, then you don't have to show back up because it'll go through instantly. All right.
All right.
Best of luck to you, sir. Have a very good day.
All right, you too.
Right.
Your Honor, Corporal Baker here. I was trying to say, did you say Greenley case, Andrew Greenley, was dismissed for compliance?
No, that's on his. No, his son is supposed to zoom in, so we're going to deal with his son in a second. City of Detroit versus Justin Garrett, case number U69838024. State your name for the record, Mr. Garrett. Justin Garrett, he was here. All right, today is the date and time set for a review. I don't think I have the morality class or anything. I don't know what happened to him. Do we have Justin Garrett's? I have his file. Do we have his morality class and stuff? If it is, we'll close it out because he paid. I don't know. They stopped facilitating that too. But this was an old case. Here we go. I have testing, Mr. Garrett. I have testing. He complied with that. And I just don't see the misdemeanor morality class. Let's pass the matter until we can, in case he comes back in.
Ready as to Mr. Green, Your Honor.
All right, let's pass that matter. Let's go. What about Odum? Is Odum here? Shalani? Odum? All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Green. Mr. Green, I've given you an opportunity again, Mr. Counsel. I've given you the opportunity to pre-trial. What's going to go on now?
The current offer is to allow him to enter a plea to, as a charge to the no insurance proof and the remaining matters on and off docket to be dismissed.
All right, dismissed. So when you want to take the deal, Mr. Green?
Yes, that's fine, Your Honor.
All right, stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for that responsible plea, Counselor?
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Stipulating probable cause for the dismissal of the other matters?
Yes, Your Honor, so stipulated.
I find him responsible as charged to the no insurance proof, $195. When can you pay it, sir?
Can I get the 30 days?
Everybody need 30 days. Nobody working? You're not working?
Man, it's hard out here, man. Layoffs.
You're laid off? All right, I'll give them 30 days. March 24th, 2025. Pay it at any DivDac kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload to DivDac app to your phone, or come on down to the courthouse in person and pay it. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it. If it's nothing further, best of luck to you. I hope you get back going soon, okay?
Okay, appreciate that, Your Honor. The website is that?
The website should be fine for you because it's paying it so far out, but you know, that just takes a long time for that website to go through.
Okay, all right, never mind. Thank you.
All right, best of luck to you. Is Dwayne Anthony Lewis here? Is Dwayne Anthony Lewis here? So Officer Buffington, good morning to you. NPO Nichols, good morning to you. I don't know if Officer Cowan has appeared and Officer Wilkerson has appeared, but officers for Dwayne Anthony Lewis. I don't see a Dwayne Anthony Lewis that has appeared on my docket. So you all are free to leave. Be safe out there and best of luck to you. All right. That gets me down to Yolanda Lowe. Good morning to you, Ms. Lowe.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Yolanda Lowe. Yolanda Lowe. Did I get that pronunciation correct?
Yolanda, yes, with a U.
And thank you. This is the City of Detroit versus Yolanda Lowe, case number SP 1633033, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Lowe.
Yolanda Lowe.
All right, good morning to you, ma'am. And Officer Langowski, is he still here?
Yes, Your Honor.
Put your appearance on the record, Officer Langowski.
Yes, Your Honor. Officer Maverick Langowski, badge 746, Detroit Police.
All right. Today is the date and time. I wish I would have known that you had another case. Ms. Lowe has been here. I would have called that as well. For a trial on an unregistered, untitled, and no insurance misdemeanor. Mr. Berry, get Ms. Lowe an updated offer. Keep in mind, Ms. Lowe, you have an absolute right to the trial, and that is set for today. So speak to Mr. Berry in a breakout room, see if he can help you resolve this, all right? Join the room, please.
All right.
Pass the matter. Is Nativia Laws here? Nativia Laws here. We're waiting on those defendants. Ms. Lee. Yvon Lee. Is Yvon Lee here still?
He is, Your Honor. She's just muted.
City of Detroit versus Yvon Lee, case number.
Yes, I'm here, Your Honor.
Good morning to you. SB 163-6864, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of Ms. Lee, please state your name for the record.
Yvon Lee.
Ms. Lee, good morning to you. Today is the date and time set for a trial. She might have dodged a bullet here. Is there Officer Dubois? I don't see Officer. Haven't seen that officer, and that officer's not in any of the breakout rooms. Go ahead.
Defense moves to dismiss.
All right. Case dismissed, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Have a very good rest of your day. Now you can go back and rest, all right?
Okay, you too. Thank you.
Very much.
Bye.
Mr. Bowman, may I speak to you in a breakout room, please?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Let me get out of here.
You'll have that other case open, ma'am. I don't know if that's, I don't know. All right, the City of Detroit, Ms. Harris. Another lead. I don't know if they're cousins or not. All right, this is the City of Detroit versus Jeffrey Scott Lee. Case numbers, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning,
SP 1354761, SP 1598211, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 143544762, SP 1552159, SP 1598291. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of Mr. Lee, please state your name for the record.
Jeffrey Lee.
All right, Corporal, good morning to you. Corporal, Corporal Bennett, I know both of you were here. Appearance for the record, please. State your name, put your appearance on the record, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Corporal Daryl Bennett, badge 4320, Detroit Police Department.
All right. Good morning. Say that again.
Corporal Rule, badge 3896.
All right.
Your Honor, Corporal Copric had to go to a funeral. The prosecutor has his number if they need to get in touch with him.
All right. Go ahead, Mr. Who's on the record here? Corporal Rule was here. Did he put us in? That was Corporal Rule that put his appearance on the record, right? All right. Day is the date and time set for trial. Ms. Harris, see if you can work it out. I only see one attorney, one Sawicki that has not appeared, Ms. Harris.
And defense will move to dismiss that matter.
SP 1552159. All right, get him in the breakout room and have a conversation with Mr. Lee, see if we can work it out for him. Mr. Lee, today is the date and time set for a trial. Join the room, please. You ready, Miss Bradfield? Who's on Gary, Kevin Gary? Who was representing you, Mr. Gary?
I'm not sure. I was trying to. I see you had a lot going on. I wanted to ask because I've been sitting to see was anyone gonna talk. I'm not sure. Yeah, I remember you called it, but I think you asked for an attorney, and I didn't hear no one say that they was going to take it. So I'm not sure.
Nobody wants to represent you, huh? Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see. What happened? What's your James? What's your middle name?
James, James.
Oh, that was on. Did you call Counselor Miller?
Try again.
Yeah. Never show.
What's his name again?
No, that's Barrett, Melita, Miss Barrett. I don't know what the case for Miller was.
Judge, we're ready on
You're
Mr.
ready?
Broderick Leapheart, but you got to pull him out. I can't get him out of that breakout room.
You have Mr. Gary here as well.
Okay, well, I have to do that. Hold on. Which room did you put him in?
I didn't put him in anything yet. Let's go. We could read Leapheart pulled out. All right, let's go. Let's call it for
my pen.
City of Detroit versus Kevin James Gary, case number SP 1617857, counts 1, 2, and 3, and SP 1671951. Appearance for the record, please, Ms. Barrett.
Good morning, Melita Barrett on behalf of Kevin Lee Gary.
All right, Mr. Gary, state your name for the record, please.
Kevin Gary.
All right, today is the date and time set for an arraignment on the bench warrant, I believe. For the purposes of arraignment, I'll enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. I'll give your client a $0 bond. So, Mr. Gary, I'm going to put you in breakout room 10. Join that room and wait on Miss Barrett to speak with you, all right?
Okay, no problem. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your patience, sir. All right. Let's pass the matter. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Leapheart. Mr. Leapheart, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Judge, he wants to waive his right to a bench trial, jury trial, and it was a plea offer made, Judge. He be pleading to improper plates and failure to use due care and caution, and the last count would be dismissed.
All right, that's what you want to do, Mr. Leapheart?
Yes, sir. I wanted on to do this and get this done and over with, sir.
All right, raise your right hand, please.
Yes, sir.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can put your hand down. Do you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you, Miss Barrett went over your other advisor rights in the breakout room, did she not?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand those rights that Miss Barrett went over with you?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions about those rights?
I don't want to go to jail, sir.
I didn't ask you that, sir. I didn't ask you that. Nobody wants. I don't know too many people.
I
I don't know too many people want to go to jail.
I understand what you said, sir.
All right, and you understood the rights. Do you have any questions about the rights?
No, sir.
You know, by taking this deal, you're gonna give the rights up.
Yes, sir.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, sir.
All right, let me draw your attention way back to November 20th, 2021, at around 7:44 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Prepost and Chalfont. Were you in that area around that date and that time?
Yes, sir.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Did you have an accident on that date and that time?
Yes, sir.
And did you leave the scene of that accident without reporting it?
Yes, sir.
Was there some property damage during that accident?
Yes, sir.
What'd you hit?
The porch.
Porch. You hit somebody's porch or your own? It wasn't your own porch, was it?
No, sir.
You hit somebody's porch and drove off, huh?
No, I didn't. Yes, sir.
What are you about to say? No, you didn't what?
No, sir. That's yes. After the. Yes, sir. I hit the porch, sir.
Shoot, this is because you didn't want to pay. You didn't want to take responsibility for it, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, if that were your porch, you would definitely want this person to come and step and knock on your door at least and say something to you, wouldn't it?
Yes, sir. I did,
And
sir.
a lot of times, sometimes people understand and like, you know, sometimes people even say, I appreciate you doing that. And I won't even charge you nothing, right?
Yes, sir.
But you just drove off. Yeah, I'm making you think about it. All right, find your client guilty of the, and did you have insurance on that date and time, sir?
I had no fault.
And you had insurance. So you had insurance. Do you have proof of that now?
My everything is I got the insurance and everything for the van. This is my van, everything. But I haven't touched that van since I had the accident. Yes, sir, I have insurance. I had insurance on my van.
Ms. Barrett, you want to give him some opportunity to collect those documents? Because he's pleading to an account that he's saying that he had insurance for, so I can't take an accurate factual basis for that. If he produces the documents, I don't know what the city's gonna do if they accept that, if he shows the documents at that time, or if he wants to set a trial date. He has another no insurance charge too as well that we can see if we can take the plea on that one if you want.
It was going to improper plates.
Yeah, it was going to improper plates, but in pleading did you have proper plates on the vehicle when you had the accident?
Yes, sir.
So it's no plea if he can't make an accurate factual basis.
Well, he might have to get a trial date. Well, let me go back, give us a bake room.
You say you can get that documentation for the van from the van that you had insurance at the time?
I can go out into my van right now and get the insurance and everything.
Okay.
He didn't want to see that van after he ran into that porch. He was trying to put that van in the back of his mind, and this stuff never come back up. All right, go get the documentation, sir. We'll pass the matter.
Yes, sir. Finna go get it.
Okay, what breakout room can we go to?
Go back to breakout room 10.
I thought my other client was in there, yeah.
Not 10. Go to 9.
Okay.
Join the breakout room, Mr. Leapheart. Let's pass the matter.
Ready as to Ms. Lowe, Your Honor.
All right, let's go back on the record with Ms. Lowe. Ms. Lowe, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client would avail herself of the people's latest, most current offer, which is to allow her to enter a plea to allowing for the unregistered untitled ticket and dismiss the no insurance ticket.
It would be improper play, just to be consistent. I don't know why I keep saying that. All right, you want to take the deal, Ms. Lowe?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do, Your Honor.
You put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible? You didn't get insurance, man?
I got insurance, but I surrendered the car. So I have insurance, I just don't have the tag. So I did get insurance, but I had surrendered the car right before I was going to get the tag. So the bank has the car. I don't have the car no more.
All right. All right. You understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Berry went over your other advice or rights of breakout room. Did he not?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understood those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have any questions about those rights?
No, Your Honor.
You know, by taking this deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, Your Honor.
We draw your attention back to October the 12th, 2024, around 11:25 a.m. in the city of Detroit, the area of Woodlands and Malcolm. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, Your Honor.
Operating a motor vehicle?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, I was. Yes, Your Honor.
Did the officer ask you to produce valid registration for that motor vehicle?
No, I didn't have proper registration for the vehicle.
But the officer asked you to produce it, right?
Yes.
All right, and you didn't have it. Okay, very well. I'm gonna find you guilty of the amended count of improper plates. The fine will be $240. I'll dismiss upon payment with stipulation of probable cause. I'll dismiss the other matter now.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Okay.
When can Ms. Lowe?
Next Friday.
Pay it by March the 7th. Come back March the 7th. Pay it on that date at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload to DivDat after your phone, or come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it, ma'am. Come back March the 7th. If it's paid, we'll dismiss the case, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
8:25. Best of luck to you.
All right.
Who are we ready on? Let's go back on the
Your Honor, I'm
record.
ready.
Mr.
On
Gibbons.
Gibbons?
All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Gibbons. Where's Mr.
I put notes in the
Gibbons?
chat for you, Your Honor.
You did?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Gibbons, giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, your client wants to plead to two allowings, plead to a 11 to 15 over, and dismissal of counts 2 and 3, and please cancel future court date. Well, that'll automatically be canceled because I'm imagining that those court dates were involved in this. Is that correct?
Yeah, March 7th, 4 of his matters were scheduled for March 7th.
And all of those were resolved through this plea, right?
Correct, Your Honor.
All right. Do you want to take the deal, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
So all the matters today will be dismissed because the officer's is that correct? And except for Officer Corporal.
Yes, he's playing on Officer Hampton's matter.
Raise your right hand, sir. Swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes, Your Honor.
Or you can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for these offenses are 93 days in jail and or
Yes, Your Honor.
without?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Harris, Ms. Bradfield went over your other advisor rights in the breakout room, did she not?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understood those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have any questions about those rights?
No, Your Honor.
You know by taking this deal, you're gonna give those rights up?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, Your Honor.
Let me draw your attention back to June the 5th, 2020, at around 2:38 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of 7 Mile and Pennington. Do you have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
Officer asked you to produce a valid driver's license,
Yes, he did.
and you couldn't do so, could you?
No, Your Honor.
Why is that?
I didn't have one.
Find your client guilty of the amended count of allowing $240 fine for that. Let me draw your attention back to February 7th, 2025, around 4:05 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of State Fair in Havana. Did you have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, Your Honor.
Operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
Officer asked you to produce valid driver's license.
Yes.
You couldn't do so, could you?
No, Your Honor.
And why is that?
I did not have one.
Find your client guilty of the amended count of allowing. And then were you going over the speed limit by 21 to 25 over?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, find your client responsible for the amended count of speeding 11 to 15. I'm gonna fine him $240 for the allowing. I will no fine you for the speeding, sir. Give you a break. I'll dismiss both cases upon payment. Stipulates the probable cause. We'll dismiss the other matters.
We so stipulate, Your Honor.
There's gonna be some reinstatement fees you have to pay, $240 and $240 plus 1, 2, 3, 4 reinstatement fees, at least at $45 a piece. But I'm concerned about the $240. When can you pay it?
By Friday.
That much? All right, Friday. All right, come back Friday the 28th, pay it at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload the DivDat app to your phone. You also owe another old case, 306 on an old case that you're gonna have to pay too, but I'm only concerned about the $240 fine. Best of luck to you, sir. Have a very good rest of your day, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. You too.
Yeah, I'll see you Friday. All right, let's go back record with Mr. Garrett. Mr. Garrett, can you put Corporal Hampton, and be safe out there. Have a very good rest of your day, all right?
All right, Your Honor, this is my last court appearance slip.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah, he's a distinguished career. How many years?
38, Your Honor.
38 years. All right. You got any plans?
I plan to be retired, Your Honor.
Congratulations, Corporal Hampton.
Enjoy your retirement. And thank you for your service.
Thank you. You all take care
When
now.
is the last day?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. So everybody's gonna get a break today and tomorrow from getting pulled over.
Your Honor, I'm not even on the street anymore.
All right, then, Corporal Hampton. I'll see you soon. Let's keep in touch, all right?
All right, John, you take care.
Oh, we got to get some of that hot sauce too. So, Corporal Hampton, he's got some good hot sauce. What else do you make?
Barbecue sauce, Your Honor.
Barbecue sauce.
Barbecue sauce. So let's keep in touch. I'm gonna get some of that barbecue. I need some of that barbecue sauce tonight, as a matter of fact. All right, Corporal Hampton. Best of luck to you. All right. Congratulations on a distinguished 38-year career.
Take care now.
Bye-bye.
All right. So Mr. Garrett, let's go back on the record with Justin Lewis Garrett. Mr. Garrett, I called your case. I don't know what happened, but you're here. You're back now. I did find that I see that you paid the fine, but you also owed. And I did see you got the testing. What happened to the misdemeanor morality class?
That's the last thing I gotta do. I can do that this week as soon as possible. I have the funds for it. I can do that as soon as possible.
The problem with it is you need to call them because it's kind of a backlog on the class. I'll give you come back the March the 24th. Okay. March the 24th, 2025. You email me that class just like you did the testing, and you may not have to come back if you got it to me before the 24th. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm gonna do it as soon as possible.
Be safe out there. Best of luck to you.
You too. Thank you so much.
All right. Safe. All right. Let's close that matter up. All right. Where is Mr. Who's next? Gary or let's go back on the record with Gary.
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I had got kicked out of the break room.
All right.
I had to log back in. I just wanted to let you know.
You got all kind of problems, huh, Gary?
Man, I'm having all kind of problems, Your Honor.
Okay. Join the room, Miss. That's where I don't see Miss. I don't see Miss.
In the waiting room.
Is she?
But could we also check the status of the license for Mr. Lee?
Kicked out of this meeting for some reason.
Let's get the status of Mr. Lee's license. Your client is going to be in 10 and 9, Miss Jeffrey Scott Lee.
For some reason, I was kicked out. I don't know.
All right, you're back in now. I'm gonna go put you in one of the breakout rooms. You have 2 clients, 1 in 9 and 1 in 10. Let's get Mr. Gary out of here first. All right, Jeffrey Scott Lee. I know this distinguished gentleman has a valid driver's license. Never rode on the road without a license. Never in his life. Never in his life has he ever done that. Outstanding Detroit resident, most of his life probably. You born and raised in the city of Detroit, Mr. Lee?
No, I was born in Pittsburgh, but I was raised in Detroit.
Pittsburgh. Usually they tell me Alabama or Georgia, but Pittsburgh.
Yes, sir.
Where's your family from?
Originally, South Carolina.
South Carolina, all right. South Carolina. So how old were you when you came to the city of Detroit?
3 years old.
Oh, so you were my buddy, he says that you're where you went to high school at. That's where you're from. So I can buy that because those are the years that you're coming into a man, but 3 years old, you definitely lifelong resident of the city of Detroit.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Harris, can you get his driver's license and see if he has one? I know it's just wasting paper because I know he has a license.
Yes, I do.
License is valid. I told you it was a waste of paper.
Your Honor, he also has valid insurance and registration, which I was able to view. We are.
Ms. Harris, you should have known that just by looking at him and not had us waste that time. Back on the record with Mr. Jeffrey Scott Lee. Any objection to dismissal for providing valid documentation, Mr. Barrett, Mr. Bowman?
No objection, Your Honor.
Mr. Lee, your cases are dismissed, providing valid documentation, and the other one is dismissed because the officer did not appear. If it's nothing further, sir, best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day, all right?
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Yeah, as I showed her the registration, proof of insurance, and
All right, everyone else, I guess we can, I don't know if Mr. Greenley is gonna show. So.
Say no fine.
No fine.
Let's know.
All right, officers on Greenley, you can, you're free to leave. I guess he told his dad that he was gonna show, but he didn't show or couldn't show, so we'll see if we can get a hold of him. Be safe out there. You're all free to leave.
Have a good day, Your Honor.
You too.
How you doing, Your Honor? Corporal Baker, you said Andrew Greenley is good to go?
Yeah, that was his dad that actually had a case too, and it kind of got mixed up. I don't know if we mixed it up, but the son has all those cases. He contacted the son, but the son didn't show up. So you're free to leave.
So what's the discipline gonna be on that case? Is it gonna be capious?
It's gonna be capious.
All right, thank you.
All right, Officer Brown, for Matt, we have a half-hour grace period. I know that the individual was not here, so we wouldn't hold you to that if they were late. But if you're not here within a half hour of the time the case is on the docket, then we dismiss the case, just to give you heads up on how we work. But Greenley did not show, so there's no consequence now. You be safe out there. Have a very good rest of your day.
Thank you, Your Honor. I apologize.
No reason to apologize, but you be safe.
You too.
Hi, NPO Nichols. How you doing?
Good morning to you. You
Good
were
morning,
heard.
sir. I'm on Lewis. Lewis didn't show.
I called yours a long time ago. Lewis did not show, so
Okay.
You be safe, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
You as well.
you do food?
She cooked, no, Peters, yeah. Grilled chicken Peters. So this week, I swear, she had us over a couple weeks ago and made some sweet and sour chicken. And I swear to God, I never have to go to another Chinese food restaurant again. That was the best sweet and sour chicken I ever had.
Adult kids flex sometimes.
Huh?
I said having adult kids flex sometimes.
Yeah. So she cooked it up, and I was like, sometimes her stuff, she over seasons stuff or something like that, or like her lemon chicken or whatever she makes, chicken and lemon chicken and rice. She puts too much lemon in it and stuff. But these last couple times, she been knocking it out.
So she comes to cook like periodically.
No, she just really started, and we've been watching the basketball games together. We watched that night. We watched Michigan get whooped up on by.
Go green.
Oh wait.
Go white.
Miss Williams Law, she said they were so close to coming back. That was all just to keep you interested in watching. The Michigan State Spartans said, let me give them something to hold on to before they just went ahead and ran them.
We were at 47, so they're 52, and I said, oh, I'm gonna pop my collar, and then it went down.
It did go back and forth, but I still say, the 7-footer, what's his name with the W? And did you see that one play? I gotta give it.
Yeah, the one from Yale that came from Yale.
Yeah, on that behind the back pass, that was sweet.
Well,
that was like,
that
was almost like Chris Webber-ish on that behind the back pass. But he needs to, in my opinion, he needs to stay down in the post.
He needs to play like he's 7 foot.
Yeah. Yes, you could just stand there at the basket and you got 2 7-footers. And you would just kill them. But because they both have the ability to finish.
Yeah. And then Izzo said, I really don't care if I spoil my man's wedding proposal.
Who was that?
The other 7-footer, Vlad, whatever his name is, he's originally from Russia. And for some reason, he has not seen his parents in 18 years. Now, he met a young woman when he was at Florida Atlantic, who's also from Russia. She was a volleyball player. So she's followed him to Michigan, and he proposed to her at mid-court after the game. And so they asked Izzo, how did he feel about the fact that, that he kind of ruined the young man's, wedding proposal. Izzo said, I hope he has 30 years of happiness, but it was my goal for him to not have happiness for 40 minutes.
For this game, right. That's right. All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Gary. Mr. Gary, finally, we got you in with the attorney. Ms. Barrett, my understanding, your client wants a trial date? Where's Ms. Barrett?
Yes, he wants a bench trial date. I'm sorry, I was trying to mute myself.
All right, Mr. Gary, April the 21st, 2025 at 9 a.m. is the next date for trial. I wish you the best of luck. I appreciate your patience, sir, and have a very good rest of your day, okay?
I appreciate you, Your Honor. You said April the 21st?
April the 21st, yes.
Okay, 8 a.m.?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
8:30, 9 o'clock. If he comes in at 8 a.m., he'll be on the first on the list. So,
Okay.
all right.
Thank you,
All
Your
right,
Honor. You have a blessed day.
But I'll tell you this is if you come in, the officer's gonna have to be here at 9. If the officers aren't here by 9:30, then we'll get you out of here. But so you're gonna have to wait. But if you do come into first person, then if the officers come, we're gonna hear you immediately as long as Ms. Barrett is here.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right, best of luck to you. I appreciate your patience. Have a very good rest of your day.
You too. You have a blessed day. Thanks.
Ms. Barrett, what's Mr. Leapheart gonna do?
Yeah, that's it. I was gonna ask Prosecutor Bowman if he has those papers, how does that impact on your plea offer?
Go in the breakout.
Okay.
Go in the breakout room and work it out. Mr. Bowman, go in the breakout room, speak to Ms. Barrett.
Odum said, "Don't pull up." Be like, I know what they're trying to do.
Yeah, he's probably thinking that too. Yeah, he's probably thinking that. I hope nothing happened to him. That's the most important thing. You never know.
I was confused. The one guy that was supposed to be on our courtroom said that, and he passed away the same day that they let him out.
Yes.
So he's supposed to be in our courtroom.
No, he was supposed to go to Judge Holmes on 21st.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
All right,
We
let's
ready,
go.
Judge.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Leapheart. Wait a minute, let's pull him out.
He's still in the breakout room.
Mr. LeClaire. He's supposed to be Judge Holmes on the 21st of February for drug treatment court. And remember, he got an attitude too. And then he finally lightened up. All right, maybe we can just close off right now. I'm learning. All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Leapheart. Mr. Leapheart, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Judge, he did show me valid documents, so he would just be pleading to that failure to due care caution. Excuse me.
He's already made a factual basis for that failure to use due care and caution because he indicated that he did the force.
Excuse me.
That's for leaving the scene of a property damage accident. So we'll find him guilty for that. $240 is going to be the fine, and other matters will be dismissed. Mr. Leapheart, when can you pay?
Give me, I can pay the 240 either on the first or either the third.
Which one is it going to be? You don't know when you're going to get your check, the first or the third.
I get two of them, sir.
Oh.
It don't make a difference. The first or either the, well, I'll pay it on the third, sir. I'll pay it on the third. I'll be down there on the third, first thing in the morning, pay it on the third.
All right, March 3rd, come on up and show us the receipt and we can close the matter out, all right?
Yes, sir.
But you don't have to show us the receipt. It's gonna close itself out because this is not under any kind of, I'll waive the warrant fees as well. So I'll save you $150, all right?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Best of luck to you, Mr. Leapheart.
Oh, and can I say one thing to you, sir?
You may.
The first time I met you, you supposed to say happy birthday to me on my birthday, December the 20th. That's when I was supposed to sing you.
And what happened?
When we got together and we talked for a minute, my phone went dead. I didn't pay the bill.
Yeah, I see that. Got disconnected, was in the room, got disconnected. That's why I show called you. That birthday was the December the 20th?
Yes, sir.
And did you have a good time?
No, sir. I didn't do anything on my day. Nothing.
And you were mad because your phone got disconnected too, huh?
I was mad as heck, sir. I was mad as heck.
I know that's right. I would have been mad, but Dave, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it alone. You probably weren't anywhere near as mad as those people that you hit their porch.
Yes.
I'm gonna say that.
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna leave it alone, Mr. Leapheart.
I appreciate it. You have a good day, and I will be down there with everything to let you know that I paid that $240 bill.
All right, you don't have to, but you're more than welcome to come on up to the court and say hi to us. Best of luck to you, sir. Have a very good rest of your day, and we're gonna make sure that the next birthday is a lot better.
Yes, sir.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you too, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Let me get that. All right, that seems like that'll